Hey everyone, welcome back to the We Do podcast, where we do the gaming news for you. I'm Burlerman Gaming, and for me this week, I've been playing a variety of games. I've been doing some Mouse PI for hire, and thank you Keymailer and the developers for sending me a key of that. That game has been great. Do not believe the IGN review that was done by some hipster. Like, I can tell you, I have not finished the game, but if I had to score it right now, 9 out of 10. Like,
Nice.
the experience of how the world is and going through that world, it's got that classic 1930s feel, the detective stuff. Yes, they make cheese references, but I'm going to give you here a little thing. Most of the characters are mice. So what do you think mice share and eat? Gee, I know I'm blowing your mind with this. I know, but like the shooting is really good. The combat in it is really good. But they also you're upgrading your guns and so you're upgrading your guns, and once you upgrade them like once or twice, they get the alt fire, a second fire. So you're adding different mechanics with them, which is really nice. Like the shotgun, for example, and that's like one of my main weapons. The alt fire, it takes 2 shotgun shells, but it does a big burst of damage. And so like for the bigger enemies, you do 2 of the alt shots and you're usually killing them with that. And like headshots matter, because if you get good headshots, you're killing a lot of enemies just with the headshot quick. So to save ammo, and there's going to be times you're going to be starving for ammo if you're not playing the smartest. But what really surprised me is the amount of platforming with it. You do a lot of platforming. You have your standard jump. You'll get a double jump. You will get you can use your tail as a helicopter and hover, which is cool. Awesome. Seeing the animation with it is great. But that tail, you use it for lock picking. The lock picking is a lot of fun, and it really has you exploring the levels and finding the secrets. And I love the mini game that they have in there. I do not like baseball personally. I find it boring to watch. But playing baseball in this, you're playing with cards where you're playing as both. You'll play as up to bat and then as pitching. So you're throwing down your batter or pitcher and throwing a card with them to try and beat the other. But you don't know their cards that are out till you play yours and it gets revealed. So you got to sit, think, and strategize. It's all a numbers game of whose number is better wins. But if you tie, it does a coin toss and it either goes to you or goes to the opponent. Every time I've played it, I've won the baseball card game. Like, I like it so much. I could do 2 to 3 hours of just playing the baseball card game and not do anything else in the world. Because I also, besides getting the achievements for it, there is something, if you win 20 baseball games, you can go to this item, little thing. You get these coins every time you win the baseball game and put them in, and you get something in there. And I'm like, I want to see this. I want to see that. And the level design, it's been great. But I think that's enough for Mouse P Hire. The other game of one of the games I've been playing, Pragmata. I've got the little amiibo here.
Very nice.
And my God, Capcom, you are hitting it out of the park this year in 2026. And you know what? Any other third-party developer, if you're putting your stuff on the Switch too, you need to look to Capcom. I don't know if you got to call them and pay a consulting fee, because they know what they are doing on the Switch too. The RE engine just runs great. Like, Pragmata looks and runs great. It's just like, holy, and that the game is amazing. I like Pragmata better than Resident Evil 9. Like, right now, it's between Pragmata and Mouse PI for hire for Game of the Year for me.
Oh, like, wow.
These games are great. And like the Pragmata, yes, it's a new IP. They've done a lot of work, but there are tons of references to Capcom franchises of old. You will hear classic Mega Man songs and classic Mega Man sound effects, as well as some other stuff. They did such a good job with the story and the characters, where I really like the dynamic between Diana, the little robot girl, and Hugh, the character you're playing as. It is so good. Like, every time you go back to that base, you are gonna just like you gotta talk to her. If you do not, you are missing out. And they do some great things, some side challenges, and it does a mechanic. I know some people don't like this, but I actually like this. If you're in a mission, you die and you load back in, it sends you back to the shelter. You're like, oh crap, I got to go do some backtracking. You can go back and transport to the last checkpoint in the level you got. But the nice thing is, because you're constantly finding upgrade units and stuff and other components, you're back at the base. So you're like, you know what? I'm not doing enough damage, or I think I need a little more health, or I need this or that. You're right there. You can put your upgrades in, buy your upgrades, and then go straight back to that level and be like, okay, now I'm feeling the difference because I just did this and that. It's like, so like, I feel it's a really good structure and a really good mechanic. And the other game that I've put some time into is Kill. I thank you to Dare Drop on that. I was able to get myself a key and gift to some other people here some keys. I played for a little over a half hour. That game is fun. It is Double Fine. I can just tell you, it is a Double Fine game. If you play Double Fine games, you know what I'm talking about. But the matches for the couple I've done, don't go too long. But you can make all sorts of different shapes. My first pot that I made was like a spaceship, and for the Dare Drop challenge, I had to like make a voice that fits to it. So I did because it was like a saucer spaceship I made, and I was doing like a "Take Me to Your Later" kind of alien voices. Yeah, my strong suit is not doing voices. Let's just say that. But it was. But it is a lot of fun. I can't wait to sit tomorrow. I'll be streaming and playing with some friends here. But yeah,
awesome.
Alrighty, who wants to go next?
I'm very pleased and very disappointed this week with video games. I'm gonna start with the pleasing part. You guys have been supporting me on my Twitch, and you guys know that I've started playing Squirrel with a Gun. And bro, that game is so good. That game is.
Did I tell you that?
You did say that. You did say that, and like super fun, like the animations. I'm having a little bit of issues with the environment, like the way you run around with a squirrel. Like I feel like the game is too light, but that's because I've been playing Echoes of the Ends, and the game is a bit for the heavier. So the game, like the gameplay, feels very light. But again, I'm playing with a squirrel. They're supposed to be light. They don't have the same gravity as us human. Yeah, that's basically it. And the one that I'm sad to be honest, I was very hyped with Wild Arms 4, like you guys know, if you saw the video that me, Murple, and Burley did. I was very, very hyped with that game. And as soon as it came out, I started playing the game, and I do realize why the game kind of fell off a cliff, or the franchise fell off a cliff. Because if it was the first game of the PlayStation 2 era, I would understand they're adapting. But Wild Arms 4 was like the second or third of the Wild Arms in the PlayStation, because Wild Arms 3 was first. Then there was Alter Code F, which was a remake of the original Wild Arms. And the thing is, what I really like, besides the story of the game, what I really like the fact is there was a world map. It was very open. You can explore the world. You have to find buildings. When you go into a dungeon, you always had the 360 view. And this one, you don't have a world map. Like you have dots on the map, and you choose where to go, and the cursor goes, and then you start. It's nothing wrong with that, but that's not what I'm used to it. Then I do like what they did with the combat system. It's a mix of turn-based combat with strategy. Tactics, like a Final Fantasy Tactics. I do like that, what they did with the combat system. So far, the story has been weak, and I don't like the characters. They are very, very whiny. I am just playing for the love of the franchise, but I'm very disappointed with the game. So basically, that's my for what, 10 minutes and I'm already ranting. It's gonna be fun.
All right.
I'll go next. So I've been playing, as usual, Crimson Desert. I've been streaming that mainly, but I haven't touched it in the last 3 days. Although I think it was yesterday or the day before they released a new update. So there's a massive update that they released. Apparently, you can now name your pets. So I'm going to start naming my cat army. Mind you, I only have one cat. I'm still working on a second and a third, and I have to mark them on the maps because the cats hang around certain areas, and you start building trust with them to get them to become yours so that you can have them follow you, and you lose track of where you went and fed which cat and what percentage you were at. So I'm starting to use the marker system in the game, not for places I haven't explored, but for cats I've started feeding and building trust with.
An army.
Crazy. An army, of course, yes. And now I know where to go and buy the clothing for the cats, which is great too.
Can you name one of the cats Fubu, please?
Fubu? You want me to name one Fubu? Okay, yes. I will make it.
The fattest one, please. The fattest one.
Yeah. Oh, I'm working on a not super fat, but a nice fuzzy little chubby, good kitty. So yeah, I've been playing that, but I haven't touched it in a few days, mainly because the game I have been playing over the last 2 to 3 days has been Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, and I'm playing it on PS5. And this game is great. It is a first-person action adventure, and the very start of the game, and I'm sure when it came out, it was a couple of years back, 2-3 years ago. You guys remember they were showing snippets made one for one from the movie, from the original Raiders of the Lost Ark. And you get to play as Indiana Jones, and you get to play those scenes out that you saw where he switches the golden idol with the bag of sand and then has to run out. Freaking awesome to think that one day I would have been playing that. Unbelievable. But when it comes, it's so good. And when it comes to the rest of the game, before I even go on, Troy Baker, he does the voice of Indiana Jones. It is spot on identical. He does a fantastic job matching Harrison Ford's. In terms of the voice for Indiana Jones. Anyways, the game itself is great. There's like 4 sections. I'm about 15 hours in, and I'm still in the first section. And the first section happens to be at the Vatican in Rome. And you have a whole bunch of puzzles, a lot of artifacts, cards, and letters to collect. As you go through the world, you start learning or understanding the menu system and how to keep track of what things you're doing. There's a monetary system, a point system that you can use to redeem maps that help you find these things throughout the Vatican. There's an underground brawling and fighting section. The game does have stealth elements. The game also gives you the ability to put on or don disguises to infiltrate different parts of the Vatican. And like I said, I'm only in the Vatican part. I haven't even gotten to the others. So I'm missing like 75% of this game. But 15 hours in, I'm enjoying it. I'm having a ball. I've been playing it on my PS5, and I've also taken it for a spin on my PS Portal, and it's great. I was like hooked, and I couldn't believe it on my PS Portal. So that game is a great game. I would highly recommend it so far. It's got its own. I want to say one last thing before I stop. At first, I was like, my God, these controls are clunky. I don't understand why this isn't working. Oh, that is such a picky way of doing this thing. And then I realized it's because I had to unlearn all the clunkiness that Crimson Desert. I go, oh, okay, no, wait, this is the way our game should be. But yeah, anyways, that's what I'm playing. It's great.
I'm playing a bunch of games. 3 of them were streaming. 1 of them was on my off time. I have finished Resident Evil 1 remake on Chris's run. I enjoyed it. Chris was difficult.
Yeah, he is.
All because of how he works differently from Jill. And I'm like, I don't like this. I do like the fact that he gets grenades, though. I do like that. as defensive item. I had to really learn to juggle what I was carrying with Chris. Of like, I can't carry like 3 guns like I did with Jill. I had to like really pick and choose. Of like, okay, I had to choose what guns I pick, and then it's ammo. Oh shoot! Then I have like 3 other inventory slots for items, and then pick and choose. Okay, what item I'm going to take to go to do this puzzle or that. I beat it pretty quick, Chris, pretty quickly, even though it was like, I think it was like 5 hours still, but
But you felt like you got through the game much quicker than your first run.
Yeah, because the first run I didn't know what I was doing. The second run I'm like, okay, this is where this item is, this is where that item is, okay, this is where I got to go to continue on to get out of said mansion. But yeah, I enjoyed it, and after streaming that one, I hopped into streaming Mafia 2.
Oh, I saw that as well.
Came back into the Mafia series. I love it. I'm so happy I'm getting into the Mafia series. Thank you, Prime.
You're gonna start speaking like this. You're gonna use your hands to speak.
I'm glad you are too. Just try to hold on to that when you play Mafia 3.
Yeah. Oh god.
Wait, hang on. Have you played Mafia 1 already or no?
Yes.
He beat it. Yeah.
I beat it. I enjoy all the little things like you could pick up. In Mafia 2, you pick up Playboy magazines.
Yeah. Careful showing those on Twitch. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, yep, no, I'm probably not going to collect those on Twitch because I'm like, these are naked ladies.
So what you're saying is expect a YouTube video of you saying these are my top 10 Playboys in Mafia 2.
Merple centerfold picks.
I do that. Yeah.
I do like the dynamics between all the characters too. I even like that in Mafia 1, still the dynamics of all the characters. It's fun. I very much like in the intro of the games. I said it the first time I streamed it, and I mentioned it to also Fry too, I think. I do like how the opening of it is just like an opening of a movie, pretty much like a Mafia movie. I enjoy that. That's one of my favorite things of the games. The intros are long though. God damn. Especially 1. I'm just sitting there. I was like, okay, when is this gonna end? Oh, it's over. But yeah, I am excited to play more Mafia. I'm probably going to stream it later.
Yeah.
Nice. After this podcast is over.
No, it's gonna last forever. When it's done, it's sleep time.
Yeah. No sleep till it's beat.
And then I also have been streaming Final Fantasy 16. I love it. I don't know if I'm at the middle of the game or close to the end of it, but I don't care. I love the game anyways. Final Fantasy 16 has definitely brought back my love for the franchise because I felt like the franchise was falling off after 10, but 16, I was like, oh, 16, this is actually really great. I love Clive. I love Jill, all the other characters, especially Goots. He's my favorite. Hands down, he's my favorite. I love him. And I also been playing Pragmata too. And only like 3 hours into the game, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I love this. I love Capcom. They have been making bangers this year.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, Resident Evil 9, that has got me into the Resident Evil series. I played Pragmata now. I'm like, I love the dynamic between Hugh and Diana. They're so cute. I spend like 5 minutes just talking to her in the base. I haven't got to any of the other like Easter eggs that they made to other Capcom games, but I'll get there eventually.
Oh, you'll see some in the shelter. If you spend enough time in there and you're just standing around, you will hear classic Mega Man sound.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
I want to play more, and I had to like pull myself away from the game because I played it for like so long last night. I was like, I need to put this down and actually go to sleep.
Oh, I hear you. Like I left I'm at my parents, visiting my parents. I left my Switch 2 in my apartment because I don't want to at one point just think I could play for 5 minutes and just go collect some side stuff, then do that off. No, I don't trust myself because I'm like, I want to see the next level. I want to keep experiencing this.
I still suck at shooting. So Mafia, yeah, I suck at shooting in Mafia. I suck at shooting Pragmata. I also suck at driving in Mafia.
And we all get better with age, Mer. We all get better with age.
Not me. I get worse than age.
Yeah, fair enough. But what I've been playing a variety of games. 2 I just got that I need to start now. Like Burley, I've also been playing a lot of Mouse PI for Hire, which that was a game I was very much excited for when I first heard about it, like a few years ago. So I've been playing it. I'm past the parts in the movie studio, and no matter what, it's like, yeah, I'm just enjoying this. And there was one great Easter egg they had in that movie studio, which, funny enough, goes to what Kirok was talking about, where you meet Rocky Ford, which is this game's equivalent to Indiana Jones. And then I get the grappling hook, which is a whip pretty much. I'm like, oh, okay. This is great. Yeah, I am enjoying this. I think I'm doing one of the optional areas now. And yeah, no matter what, I'm enjoying this. It's putting a smile on my face, and I'm really excited to play more of it. The other one, which was an indie game I was excited for, and thanks to the power of GamePass, I'm playing it. I am playing Replaced, which is a 2.5D pixel art kind of cinematic action platformer. And yeah, I've only played 2 hours of it because I was streaming it, and my internet decided to be, well, bad sometimes, and it is. So yeah, I've enjoyed it, and I was shocked by it because I saw it all those years ago at E3 2021, and it actually came out, which surprised me. And I had an interest in it, but then I played the demo literally a week before it came out. And when I got to actually try the combat, which surprised me, where it's literally Batman Arkham combat in 2D, and I'm like, okay, I need to play this game now. This is the game I need to play. But yeah, I've been busy, unfortunately, so I haven't been able to play more of it. But yeah, what I have played of it, because the part where I'm at is actually further after the demo ends that you can play right now, and I'm like, all right, this is ticking all the right boxes for me. I'm excited. So eventually I need to go back and play it now that I'm starting to have more time on my hands. And the other 2 games I have and I need to start is Pragmata. I've had that since launch, and I just have not had the time to play it. But that was for another reason why. And this is a gift thanks to good old Burley and his evil ways. He has gifted me a gift, and that is Assassin's Creed Shadows on the Switch 2.
That's a poison gift.
It's a very poison gift, especially PSA if you are going to buy this on Switch 2. It is a game key card, which means they have to install the whole game. It is 75 gigs.
Whoa. Okay.
You better hope you have the space for that if you're going to buy it on Switch 2.
Well, even on PC, it was like 120 gigs.
Yeah. I mean, I understand PC and all that, but it's like Switch 2. I'm like, oh my God.
Who needs enemies with friends like these?
I know.
Well,
Right,
you
Burley?
gifted me the game on PC, and it was on sale on the Switch too. I wanted to just give you the love and enjoyment so you could have, especially with another game that's getting released later this year, and we'll be talking as our topic of the show.
Yay.
Oh.
So, yeah. I might even stream this live. So, yeah, look forward to that.
I will be there.
I hope. Misery loves company.
Yes, it does. Alrighty, so we've got a lot of stories to talk about. Our first story, Asha Sharma admitted last week, Game Pass is too expensive. And then 1 week later, the price of Game Pass drops.
Wait, price is dropping? Someone slapped me. Am I dreaming? She's been quiet like a mouse, like flying. I'm waiting for my cue. I'm playing
Vampire Survivors.
Nice.
Enjoy.
So since I said I was going to talk, I am very, very, very amazed with this news because we are in a world that everything is increasing. We last episode we talked about PlayStation increasing their prices. Everything is increasing. This is a breath of fresh air that they're lowering the prices. This is a very, very good way of starting to build some consumer trust, starting to get a basis again, because a lot of people probably stopped having this Game Pass because it was getting expensive. And of course, if you don't have something to play on your console, you'll end up going somewhere else to play. You might want, maybe I'll go to a Switch, maybe I'll go back to PlayStation, maybe I'll just stay on PC. And this is a very good way to regain the consumer base again. And it's showing change, which is something that we all want in leadership. We want change. We want to see change. We want to see them caring about the customer. Like my rant last week, 2 weeks ago, was PSN, you're raising the price. Explain me, why are you raising the price? You don't need to explain me if you lower the price. I'm happy when I don't have to pay as much. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this news, and thank God we have positive news to talk about. Very, very good first measure to start getting some public trust and getting more people. And again, if you have more people playing on your Xbox, when you announce your next console, you'll have a bigger player base. There is a bigger chance they will upgrade to the newest console, and you will sell a lot of consoles. Of course, there's a lot of business, like lose money now and win money later. But the thing is, they're not maintaining the price or raising the price. And I hope Sony and Nintendo has a look at the impact this will have on the markets, on their numbers, and decide to do basically the same thing. Or at least if they don't want to drop prices, at least give more quality so the prices are fair.
Justified. Yeah.
Yeah, justified. Yeah, that's about. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is US pricing. Game Pass Ultimate drops from $29.99 to $22.99 a month. PC Game Pass will drop from $16.49 to $13.99 a month. So it's like they're doing this. The big thing that they've announced with this is what we all expected when they jacked the price the last time. It was Call of Duty. They are taking Call of Duty out because there were two things last year. Last year's Call of Duty did not sell as well. It was A, because the quality of that game, and B, if you put it into Game Pass, like people got trained with Black Ops 6 and stuff, is like, oh, if it's just in Game Pass Ultimate, why buy it when I can just 2 to 3 months of having Game Pass Ultimate pays for me having Call of Duty? I'll just pay for Game Pass Ultimate. So it's nice to see them take the price down, because nobody does that. And it's like it builds goodwill, because when they did the change that they were upping the price, there were so many Twitter hashtags of hashtag cancel Xbox and all that. The Game Pass website for you to get into cancel your subscription or change your subscription tier and all that was down for hours because so many people, they lost a lot of subscribers.
They lost me.
Yeah,
me too.
I've bought Game Pass at different times. I will buy for the months I need it and then cancel, because if I'm not going to use it, there's no sense paying for it.
Right.
But when they were like, yeah, we're jacking the price up to this, I was like, you guys are just, you're playing, let's shoot ourselves in the foot, because I'm sorry. Yes, there are great games that come into Game Pass, and there are good stuff, and give you the ability to play these games and not have to pay for them right out the gate. But you jack the price so much, you're pricing everybody out. Your subscription is now the highest tier. You don't do multiple things. Like, you don't do the, hey, I can buy a year up front, because you have to buy multiple 1 months, or like sometimes they have the stores will let you buy a 3-month Game Pass card.
Right.
So you have to go buy 4 of those cards to do that. So it's like you have all these negatives around this. You're now doing something about it, and then there's rumors that they're going to do like a tier system, a different kind of system of, okay, you can get Game Pass, but okay, you don't want the Fortnite crap that we threw in to try and give you, but you want this stuff, you want the Ubisoft classics, you want the EA bonus thing we have. There's rumors, and then you can kind of package it up and get what you want, which is, hey, if you do that, great. Even if I personally don't use it, it's great for consumers because people can get what they want, pay for what you want. Because how many times are we all looking at packages of stuff that is like, I would pay, like you would get me today if you knock this out that I'm never going to use, lower it by a couple dollars, you'll have me signed and I'll be a customer for a long time.
Right.
To keep that kind of agreement. But what do you all think of this?
I want to say something, but I want to say something that might be against the grain here.
Okay.
So here's what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. The news is great. I actually stopped subscribing to Game Pass Ultimate mainly because of the fact that they jacked up the price that last round, right?
Yeah.
This is great now that they're going, yeah, okay, it is too expensive. Let's drop it down. They do a little bit of a drop. I mean, it's a good amount. It makes it more approachable by other people. But where I want to look at it is from a different point of view or angle, and that is everyone, because I was going through like social media and people are like, Asha Sharma, she's doing great. This is a great first step. She's doing so much good work. And I'm thinking, oh, hang on a second. They got rid of Phil Spencer. It doesn't matter if it was Asha Sharma or Matt Booty coming on board doing this. That person would then be going, people would be saying, oh my God, they're doing such a great job. The prices are getting lowered. They're finally doing a positive step. I don't really care. I think that it doesn't freaking matter who it was or is that's in charge. Once they realize the prices are high, they're making that change. People are happy about that change. And it could be Matt Booty. It could be Asha Sharma. It could be, I don't know, someone from the Kind of Funny podcast, for all I care, right? What I'm getting at is like, I don't know if it's really her making the waves or if it's just they got forced into having to do this. And because she's brought on as new, it's paired to her. It's tied to her as a good move. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You guys tell me.
I thought I was the negative of the group, man. That's. I
mean, I was very negative too. I guess last podcast episode. I'm glad someone said it, not me.
like I keep seeing all this in the back of my head. I'm going, who cares? I mean, great, it's going down. That's awesome. I'm not complaining about that. But who cares? What if it was somebody else? Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyway.
Yeah. To go off that, I do agree with Kirok, and a lot of this does feel like, okay, we're celebrating before we're actually at the finish line because, okay, they did the one thing that Microsoft, the one good thing they've done in like years, really.
Yeah.
Forgetting all the fact of everything else they've done. I'm looking at you, Matt Booty. It's all your fault. Hey, even if it's not your fault, it's your fault. But.
Hey, for once it's not my fault.
Yeah. But the other thing to consider, though, I would say to be a little skeptic too. It's like, while it's good they did this, it's like Microsoft, the position they are in terms of the hierarchy of like the gaming platforms. It's like they are at the bottom no matter what, outside of maybe Mac, but no one plays games on Mac.
Wait, whoa. I take offense to that. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go.
Besides
Apple only makes like mobile games, so it's kind of. But they're trying to position Mac as like another platform to play games on besides Linux, obviously. But that's up to you. But the point is, though, it's like, yeah, they are at the bottom, and they've had to course correct on a few occasions. Because remember last year where they almost tried to sell Outer Worlds 2 for $80 because they saw Nintendo do it, and they got backlash, and they immediately said, "Yeah, fuck no, we're changing our minds." Well,
Yeah.
they got the backlash, and there was the, hey, we're canceling Outer Worlds 2 sales are going way low, the pre-order sales, and we had a lot of cancellations as soon as we announced, hey, give us more money.
Yeah, especially for that game. Like, not saying bad things about it, haven't played it, but I'm like, yeah, that's not a game that you want to test the waters for $80, to be honest. The only sacrificial lamb we've had so far is Mario Kart World, and I hope it stays that way. Looking at you, GTA 6, but we'll see how that goes. But nonetheless, I hope this is a good step in the right direction, but we shouldn't be celebrating now because the Xbox conference has not happened yet. That's going to happen at near Summer Games Fest. That's the time for them really to show us, all right, what do you have to show now that you have a new leadership? And then inevitably they have to talk about Project Helix, whatever it's going to ultimately be. Yeah. And so I feel like let's not start celebrating, but if anything, I hope this is a snowball effect that maybe gets Sony and other companies to start lowering their prices, especially after they just jacked up the prices for their consoles and their subscription services. But only time will really tell.
I'm going to interrupt you. I know it's Murple's turn, but I'm just going to interrupt because I was talking on stream with Burley about this. Look, I know it's expensive. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to talk about the PlayStation part. I don't mind if they keep the price. I don't mind if they raise the price. But if they raise the price, you better give me more quality.
Right.
Not raise the price and take more stuff away from me. That's my big issue with the price hike. Because if you're telling me, like if they tell me tomorrow, let's say they say tomorrow, PlayStation Plus from now on it's going to be 500 euros a year. Well, that's more than that. That's 1,000 euros a year for an annual subscription. But you will have every month you will have a day one title, and obviously a good one, not a bad one. But if they give me quality, I won't mind paying for quality. My biggest issue, and everyone's issue, is when you lower the price and you give the same amount or less, because that's what's happened with PlayStation Plus. You started PlayStation Plus with, I think, was 3 or 4 classics, and now the price got hiked, and you're just getting 1 classic. This month, I'm happy because it's a classic that I really wanted to test out. But last month was Tekken. Bro, I don't want to play Tekken. I played that when I was younger. I don't want to play Tekken now. I want to play other games. And this, I don't mind if PlayStation keeps the same price, as long as they provide me with more quality. Give me more classics. Give me more day one. I'm not gonna say, let's say, give me. I'm not saying give me Onimusha day one. I'm not saying that because I know it's impossible. But give me a good game, like a PlayStation Studio game on day one. You can do that because it's a PlayStation Studio game. You can easily do that. But yeah, that's my gripe. I don't mind if PSN doesn't lower the price, but give me more quality. Fight your opponents, let's say like this. Let's fight your rivals, not by doing the same thing as them, but by being different from them. And by being different from them is providing more and better games, because now I'm going to be negative. The price is going to drop, but I'm going to tell you right now, the quality of games on the Xbox Game Pass is going to drop as well. Marco, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I do definitely agree with Fubu on that, because like I do feel like great, yeah, I'm not going to like downplay of like, you know, they reduce the price of Game Pass. That's great. That's fine for someone who is very much on low income. That's great, because now I can actually be like, okay, I can subscribe to this. Because I don't have like thousands of dollars to throw towards a Game Pass. But I do feel like they might lower the quality of the type of games that they put on it. Like, instead of putting, you know, good games, they'll put in like, here's like, I don't know, a puzzle game instead of here's a platformer.
Right.
Yeah, I do think, just to add on to that, I don't think the first party titles are going to change.
Yeah.
Just obviously, depending on the tier you subscribe to, you're going to get certain titles that you will get day one or won't get day one. Maybe down the road you will. So,
But yeah,
the third party ones for sure, that might be less going forward because a lot of third parties do get put on Game Pass day one.
But yeah, this hopefully this is a snowball effect, like Fire was saying, of Xbox now stepping up and becoming good, and also would be more of a, in a business standpoint, more of a competitive of trying to be competitors with PlayStation and Nintendo, even though I'm pretty sure Nintendo was kind of never really their competition. It was always PlayStation. This is what our players wants to see. Us as a company not being money hungry. Like, give the people that support us kind of not full on what they want, but meet them halfway in a sense.
Mm-hmm. But also, Sony, lower the prices for the consoles back to what they were before. Help out our friend
Yes,
Merple here, get a PS5. He wants to play Wolverine.
Yes, please lower the price, or better yet, Sony, just give me one.
Sponsor PlayStation. Sony, give us a PlayStation Pro to each one of us. Sponsor us. Come on.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, have you guys seen the new Xbox logo?
No.
I have not.
Online,
No.
it's got like a 3-dimensional, almost like a liquid glass look, like Apple's liquid glass.
Oh.
With that bubbly, glassy look with a green shining.
I see it now. Yeah.
It looks pretty good. People are losing their minds over it online.
Yeah, I don't. It looks fine for what it is.
Looks
I like
fine,
that it's. I like that it's green again.
Agreed.
Here we go. I'm bringing it up.
There you go. There you go.
That actually. Yeah, I don't. Not too big on the whole glassy metallic look, but at the same time, it's like I like that it's green. Green's a good.
They're trying something.
Yeah, I know I sounded real negative about it, but I've always liked Xbox's ecosystem much more than the PS5 one.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I was always PS5, PlayStation one. Mind you, I was always a PlayStation original, like that was my system back in the day. But when Xbox came out, I was like, man, they're doing everything better. They have Ethernet built into the console. I'm talking the OG, right? Ethernet built into the console, 4 ports. No memory card needed, or was it no memory card, or was it?
No
hard
memory.
You don't need the memory card, but they did have a memory card you could pop into the controller, but you didn't need it because they had a hard drive. And I was like, this system is just blowing PlayStation out of the water. And since then even Xbox Live, when it came online, I was like, yeah, sign me up. And they had an online system that was way better. And then Sony got the shakes going, oh, we better come up with something. So they came out with PSN. And that's where they tried to duplicate achievements through trophies. It was a catch-up game for them back then. So when I see these kinds of moves from Xbox, I'm like, yeah, finally, these guys are going to do something right. But I'm still weary on whether they are or whether they're just going to fumble it again anyways. But that's an opinion.
Yeah. To be fair, though, it does help that both with the original Xbox One, the original Xbox One, that was a stupid name. Microsoft. The original Xbox, and then inevitably the 360. It helps that some of the features that it did have, and that the good evolution it did help that some of the people in charge of Xbox at the time were former Sega employees that hated Sony because the PlayStation 2 killed the Dreamcast.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Peter Moore was the CEO of Xbox during the 360 era, and he was the CEO previously at Sega. And he left because Sega was trash during that time.
Yeah.
And also, the PS2 killed the Dreamcast, and he got his revenge. So he knew what he wanted to do that generation, and he nailed it. Although I do think they petered out after 2011, though.
Yeah,
those were times though where they actually felt like they competed with one another.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't the only Xbox story we've got. We've got Fable, because there was report from Jeff Grubb saying that Fable could be delayed to later this year or potentially 2027, because
and that was for the GTA, right?
Yes, to avoid GTA. So we now have them, Fable, the studio, and all that reaffirming that no, we're gonna get this out for the fall. Internal to we're confident this is coming, and you know what? I want to believe them, but part of me is just like, if you guys need this delay, take it, because you can't. As much as hyped as I am excited for Fable and to go finally have a new Fable game, and this game does look great from what we've seen, you don't want to be anywhere near GT. Not only do you got to compete against GTA 6, Microsoft has a stacked release of games that they're trying to get out this year, and it's like, you don't want to be competing against Gears of War, your Gears of War E-Day. Not to mention, we have Wolverine coming in a few months. You don't want to compete against that.
Give that to me.
So, not to mention other games that are coming this year from other third-party developers. It's like, yeah, it's not as easy of just, we'll pick a date and we're good. You now have to worry about your competition, third parties, and anything. And like, who knows, because there's the rumored Ocarina of Time remake. If the Ocarina of Time remake comes anywhere near Fable, what do you think is going to sell more?
Yeah, Fable's not going to sell if Ocarina comes out.
I'm going to steal Leah's Switch so I can play Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah,
Look,
probably.
It's already home. It's already home.
Yeah.
Should I not?
but if I had to say anything about that, though, I do think there's a chance they're probably considering a delay at the end of the day, because the other side I've heard, because they are co-developing it with Eidos Montreal. Eidos Montreal just faced a good layoff hit to their studio. I wouldn't be surprised if that's part of the reason the delays are kind of happening. As well as, this is the first time Playground, the developer, has made a game like this. It's not a racing game, so that was half the rumors going around before the game was even revealed properly. That's why we haven't heard anything, is they've been suffering internal issues just developing the game. So, but I wouldn't be surprised, if it gets delayed and Microsoft goes heavy with Gears of War. But we don't know yet. Summer Games Fest hasn't happened yet, so. If now is the time for them to reveal the release date, that would be the time. If they reveal at any other point, I would be concerned. If they're being very coy of how they're going to choose about showing the release date, that's a sign of caution, I would say.
I'm half tempted now. Just play Fable on my 360. So I have the original.
Nice.
And it's on Steam too, if you want.
Well,
It's overpriced on Steam.
Yeah, we know.
I would love for them to port 2 and 3.
And hopefully they do. Summer Games Fest.
Look, I'm going to put my tinfoil hat here. They're saying they're not going to delay it because I think they know that GTA 6 is not going to come out this year. I'm pretty sure they will postpone, and there is a risk of, if you delay it to next year, there might be a chance that it comes out in the same time as GTA 6, and then you won't have any chance, and then you had the perfect time to launch, which was that November time slot. And I think Fable, despite having a big name, I never played Fable, I'll be honest. I never played the Fables. I've seen people play the Fables. I know that you can save the dog or kill the dog, and you want to save the dog or something like that. I just don't know exactly. But I don't think they will. They won't delay for the reason that I think that there's industry rumblings. Of course, we are not inside the industry, so we don't know exactly what's going on. But if you're inside the industry, you hear rumors about what's coming out, what's getting delayed, and them coming out saying that the game will not be delayed, it's going to come out on the time they wanted to come out. It's maybe because they know that the big dog this year, which is GTA 6, is going to get the delayed, and they want to keep the time slot so that everyone knows that it's going to come out at that time, and we won't have the biggest competition in the world.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. You're basically saying that it's a predictor of when GTA 6 is actually going to be coming out.
Basically.
That's good.
Look,
I mean, it does have a date. So GTA 6 does have a date. So
no,
yeah.
it had a date last year as well, so that doesn't mean
yeah.
anything. It had a date.
It had a date. It had a date for this year, and now it's later this year, and maybe it's next year now.
No, because look, my train of thought here very quick, as it doesn't have anything to do with this news, but my train of thought is 6 months until November. About that, yeah,
Right.
6 months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't. I know GTA is something unique, but they haven't started the marketing campaign. You had leaks that we're going to talk about that. You had leaks, but you're not doing marketing. You're not teasing anyone. And if they do that during the Games Fest, I think it's going to be too close to the release of the game, which is November, for them to do a proper marketing campaign.
Mhm.
That's my train of thought with GTA, and I think that's a train of thought for people in the industry, because they are way more experienced than me when it comes to this. Obviously, I'm just a gamer that knows stuff, and they're inside, and they themselves know there's signs that it's not gonna come out this year. So let's not move this game for next year. This guy's Fable. Let's not move the game for next year, because we might risk getting in the crossfire with the GTA.
Right.
Because the first season of the Cell games, I would say it's not January and it's not February. It's the spring time, March. Let's say we postpone the game to March, and GTA is like, oh, we're gonna postpone spring 2027, and now you already postponed the game. Either you anticipate, and if you anticipate for this year, you're gonna be like, wait, why we're postponing for next year if you're releasing it now? You're afraid of GTA 6. That means you don't have a good game. You don't believe in your game. If you delay it once again, you're gonna have problems because you're delaying the game again. So there is a lot of things, and the signals that I see is GTA is gonna get delayed. So these guys come out and say, no, we are sticking to the date. And if for some reason GTA releases this year, then they can safely postpone for next year.
Right. Okay.
So far, they are reading the industry. They are reading the industry with GTA is not coming this year, so we're going to stick our guns and we're going to sell it this year.
I'm looking forward to Fable. I played the first, but I don't remember a whole lot of it. I played the second and liked it a lot. Never finished either of those. But when it comes to Fable, like I get what you're saying, Fubu. I actually like the way you're thinking, because I didn't even consider that. But I'm going to side with Burley. If they need time to finish it, refine it, polish it, take the time. I don't really care. That's where I stand, only because I like the game. And if they were to release it broken, just to be able to be released in a time slot where GTA doesn't exist, they're going to be doing a disservice for their fans and for the game itself, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd much rather have a complete game than a broken and buggy one on day one.
Yeah.
Sure. We don't like that. We had that situation with Cyberpunk. Don't know how CD Projekt Red turned that ship around, but they did.
Yeah.
That could have been the company killer. And yeah, we don't want buggy games at the start of on day one, because that kills franchises.
Well, and Microsoft, they may have had the good news with Game Pass. Their games have, as of late, have not done what they need them to do, and for the most part, they've got a track record. This generation has been bad for them releasing games. Nothing comes out with how they were. Like as we said a couple episodes ago, like how Redfall, how you let that out the door and let people pay for that. I like a lot of people like Matt Booty should have been fired. Phil should have went right after that. I like Phil Spencer, but it's like you let that go out the door. You clearly weren't watching. Starfield upon release, it had some problems, quite a bit of problems between the different versions. It was like, how do you let this out? Halo Infinite, like that one, like how anyone thought, okay, this is good. We're going to launch with nothing and not have any of the things we promised. And if you bought the the physical, you bought the collector's edition, well, we just fucking took your money and ran. Like, so I want Fable, like, take all the time. If you like, because there's been people like Jeff Grubb was saying, like, if there's been talks and rumors and that, I believe him because he is industry and he will tell you, like, this is he's hearing from people and he will admit when he is wrong. He will admit it. It's like they've thought of December, but it's like if you release it in December, like that was the thing. They released Indiana Jones in December of 2024, but it was so late in the year, so not for Game Awards, so you lose it out on Game Awards stuff, and then you're coming at way too late in the year. People have already got enough games on their log, so it's like I haven't played it. I bought it last year in December, cheap with DLC, but it's like, you release at that time of year, it's too hard for people. You're going to get some people, the hardcore, and then the most mass audience are just not going to get to it. And with how many games release in these years and how many titles are that feel like this has got to be a day one, you need to play this day one. You put this December, Fable, I'm going to be like, I'll get to it in a few months. I'll get to it whenever I can.
That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, only time will tell because their summer conference hasn't happened yet. If they don't reveal it then, I'd argue let's just suspect a delay. But if they reveal it later, expect the game's quality not to be good. That's what I've been noticing a lot with developers that are just very coy about revealing a release date.
True. There's a reason to hide it, so it's that, and when they do the reviews, the embargo, the review embargo. When you don't have like 1 or 2 weeks before the review embargo, usually that means it's a bad game, it's a bad series, it's a bad movie, it's a bad something. If they don't let you review way earlier, and Fryman is completely right. We need something specific so that we can trust that the process is going well.
Yeah. Also pay attention to the marketing, because sometimes, depending on what they show you, that could also determine the quality of the game.
Yeah.
I've seen that a few times myself. Last of Us 2. I'm sorry, what?
Alrighty. Anything else on Fable?
Nope.
Nope.
Other, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. I still want to try it. Yeah.
Well, we mentioned Rockstar, so you know what? I figured let's just go here. Rockstar hacked again, but says it's not going to impact players or GTA 6. But
Bullshit,
it's just like,
as I say.
Yeah. So over the weekend, this was taken around April 14th. A cyber extortion group, Shiny Hunters, which previously targets Microsoft, Pornhub, Ticketmaster, and other websites.
I know one of those websites.
They got all my credit card info from one of those websites too. So.
Ticketmaster, right? Ticketmaster.
I know. I only know 2 of those.
Yes. So yeah, they claim they got a bunch of data. They have, and then Rockstar was nonchalant, being like, "Yeah, we got hacked. Don't worry, buddy. Don't worry about it. GTA 6 is still coming this year." And Fubu, have you got the maternity leave yet approved for GTA 6?
Hey. One's working, one's here. I'm working on both. I'm gonna get one maternity leave after another. I'm planning on that, so I get 2 months.
There
I'm
you go.
I'm joking. She's not in the room, or she slapped me for real this time.
I was gonna say you're probably gonna get slapped again. But yeah, so Rockstar is being like nonchalant on this, but my thing is, okay, I get it. Rockstar is a big target. They're always gonna be targeted for hacks. It just happens. The bigger you become, the more you're gonna be targeted. But since we don't really have too much information on of like how they got hacked and what happened, it's like, is Rockstar really like someone you should trust with your credit card information and all this?
Yeah.
Because here's the thing, I have seen, because I work in IT and I also set up and manage antiviruses, firewalls, and stuff like that as part of my living. And I have seen with some big companies, they see the bill of what this stuff costs, and we're like, oh, we can go with the cheapest package that costs us $10, and we get a free roll of duct tape, and we just duct tape things, and we're golden. There are companies, and then we have to like, for some companies that have to have for business stuff they have to do, they have to have security clearances and stuff like that, and pass security audits, and we have to tell them like, yeah, you have to get this or that because you guys are doing this and that. You're instantly just going to fail the audit. It's how it is. You don't like it, you have to spend some of the money. I know it sucks, but in the long run, it will save your ass a lot of times, and having this and having that. I know the sticker shock of price sucks, but it is what it is. And it's like, I don't know if Rockstar, I want to hope Rockstar is spending the money.
Yeah, they have. I hope they have a good security system, right?
Yeah, and like I'm hoping it's just like, okay, this was a phishing thing that went through, and they got Susie Sue's computer. Susie Sue has some information, but she has limited access, so they got some stuff, but didn't get that much. But what do you all think on this?
I'd say until we actually know what got stolen, or if it actually was anything that they quote unquote took, I'd say it's probably not that big of a concern, because Rockstar gets hacked literally all the time at this point. And I don't think it's going to be as bad as when the whole game got basically leaked and it was still very early in development at that point. I remember that. That was a time to be alive back in 2022. Yeah. But I'd say, though, they've definitely probably learned from all this. But not only Rockstar, but Take-Two, their parent company. I'm sure they've learned from this to avoid it, because they've had plenty of controversies in regards to employees leaking info besides just being hacked. So, but I do hope it doesn't harm any players, of course. Like Burley said, no actual personal details got out. I hope no employee info got out as well. But it's all a matter of, we'll have to wait and see on that one, or what is actually true. But I'd say, though, even if they did get hacked, I don't think, thinking larger in scope, I don't think GTA 6 will be ruined or anything, because I feel like it's a game people are still gonna play, even if it got leaked, because that's what people did.
I feel like it will be delayed a little bit for them to probably fix this, but not like, it's got to be delayed like 4 or 5 months type of thing.
Yeah, I don't think this will affect the delay. Like, if the game's ready to go, they'll launch it.
I think Fryman's right. I think. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, this is more of like an internal. This seems like a leak that won't really like harm the game. It's just more like they got some info, potentially info that no one should know about besides those that work at Rockstar or Take-Two. But this does not feel like a leak that's going to impact the release of GTA 6. Like, even if the whole game got leaked, they're still going to release it. Happened to Last of Us 2. and it happened to probably a few other games that have been leaked early. I was there. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah. But
I feel like it was just maybe delay it, maybe like 2 to 3 weeks if most. I don't think it would be like months and months and months.
no,
Just for them to probably hype up their scare. Because didn't they release something about you have to like upload your governmental ID in order to play the game or something?
no, I've never
For
heard
this
about
game?
that.
No, I haven't heard
No.
of this game.
No, there's
Oh.
stuff in the UK that you
Oh,
for
okay.
PSN.
That's what it was. Okay,
you
that's
have
what
to-
it was.
Yeah, that's a UK government thing.
Okay, I thought that's what they were saying. Like, in order to play GTA, you must upload your governmental ID for you to
Yeah.
actually play it. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's stupid. I don't see them going that route because they've never went that route. And like, they're still like, you can't say it's like, oh, you must be 18 or older to buy this. People got around that by getting
Well,
like, you know, their
Well,
parents to buy
digitally, digitally, there's
Yeah.
ways to get around it. In
Yeah,
person,
so-
have fun with that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like I went to game stores and like they like I think like a 13-year-old kid was trying to buy it and then they just came back in with their parent and their parent bought it
Yeah, that is the rule.
without the
Yeah.
kid present.
I mean, that is the rule at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're 18 or older and you got proof of identity,
Yeah.
take the video game. There you go. I've worked retail. I remember that.
Yeah. So like I feel like
I've
people
sold
could just
worse.
get
I've
around
sold
that.
worse things in a mature rated video game
Yeah.
when I worked retail.
But I think that was like rumored that they were going. I think that was rumored that they were going to do it, and I think Rockstar May came out and said like, no, that's stupid.
Well, that's a Sony related thing at the end of the day. Considering what it's about PSN in the UK, that's something that Sony has to deal with in the UK.
Mm.
Well,
Maybe I was thinking of a different company.
No, what you're saying, it's right. I heard that, but I think it was something with Steam.
Okay.
I think it was with Steam. I remember a few weeks ago they were talking about that with ID. I'm going to say Steam because, well, there's a lot of not prepared games prepared for young people.
Yeah.
So I think that news came out because, look, let me finish the story before you judge me. I didn't play the game, but there is this anti-game where you're stuck in an island with a girl and you have to do stuff, And no, listen to me.
Like
I
start a
didn't play-
fire.
Right. And it's a survival game.
Yeah.
But you know
start
what
a
the
fire.
problem is? Listen, the game has one of the best survival gameplays in any game. Like the survival. And so basically on that game, they found a way to put the girl stuck somewhere, like so she wouldn't interrupt you, so you can build everything on your own. So that's basically it, because it has very good and I think if that was on Steam, what do you say? But I'm going away from the story. I don't understand a lot about hacks. I don't think it was that serious, because if it was serious, something related with credit card information, they would have to disclose that information to their customers. Like, I'm not saying publicly, but they could go like,
Customers or
hey,
employees.
yeah, Mr. Kirok, we got hacked. And then Kirok, having the We Do podcast, like, hey, I got hacked, and we would spread the news. So if it was something like that, we would have by now it was information. If
not necessarily. A lot of these companies, they won't let you know right away. They will let you know 2 to 3 months down the road, if not longer, because they want the story to be dead, and then just kind of the cool of this happened. Whoopsie.
Yeah.
Look, but the thing is, it's a big company with one of the biggest games. The story could be dead, and in 2 months, like you're saying, they're gonna admit to the customers how this happened. It's gonna come up. It's gonna be top news again. You remember this from 2 months ago? They will keep talking. It's not like an unknown company that And again, and if it was a gameplay leak, we all would have, because we're in the middle of this, we would all have seen some gameplay.
Yeah.
So maybe it could have been some information, like staff information, something like that. something that's internal that is not coming out. Maybe something minor, but because it's Rockstar and it's news, we're gonna put it, because as soon as you see you don't need to see the headline, you don't need to see something, but if you see the image of GTA 6 and you see just the image like we have right here on top, is the game out? You're not gonna read anything. You don't care about the headline. You don't care. You just press it because you think it's news related to the game, and then it's just about a leak. Doesn't really matter. And the story never dies because again, very big company. But I don't think it's a very serious. It is serious. Don't get me wrong. Leaks, information, it is serious, but it's not as serious as it could have been. As it could have been. So I just think they needed to put a clickbaity, and we're gonna put GTA 6 image and leak, and people are gonna think it's a gameplay leak, and then it's nothing in the end. It's a nothing burger, like they say.
And the leak could not even be about GTA, or not the leak. The hack could have been something else in the company too, not just.
That's normally how that goes. Yeah, they don't just get games; they get a lot more than that. It happened to Capcom back in 2021, believe it or not, and that's when a lot of people were hearing rumors about all these other games apparently in development, and then Onimusha. Please give me a release date.
We need that. We need that.
I desperately need this now.
Wait for summer GamePass. We'll hear something then.
If not, I'm going to take my own words and be concerned if it's even coming out this year, or if it's good. I don't want to think that. Anyway, let's move on. Right,
well, hang on. I want to say I'm going to read what it says in the CNET article. It says this is a quote. We can confirm that a limited amount of non-material company information was accessed in connection with a third-party data breach. And then it goes on to say this incident has no impact on our organization or our players. That's just a flat statement. But like you guys were talking, both Burley and Fryman, we don't know the nature of what it was. Was it a phishing attack, like through an email, and they got access to just limited information? Or was it something from inside? A lot of times security can only really be breached by having somebody on the inside be acting as part of the person in the weakest link, right? Either they get paid off or whatever. But either way, I think Fubu's right. If it was a major leak, then we would have seen gameplay by now. So I don't think it's anything too concerning, really.
Alrighty. Well, hopefully, the next time we hear about this Rockstar hack, it's only good news and nothing major. But you know what? Let's go into the Do Sales Forecast, because we got a bunch of sales numbers and stuff like that have come out for games here and stuff. So first things up, we got this GameSpot article. PS5 sales soared in the US, and there's a pretty obvious reason why. Well, as PlayStation announced, there was the price hike going up for both, not just the PlayStation, the PS5 Pro, the Portal, like pretty much everything, and all the pricing going up, as well as the disc drive add-on. So like, no matter what you were buying, any PlayStation product you were going to be buying hardware wise, you were paying more money. So I'm just going to say the obvious part out loud. People are like, shit, this is going up. Fuck, I'm buying it now. I'm just gonna buy it now before I'm paying more money.
Yep. Those are all the people who are waiting for the prices to go down.
Yeah.
There is one sales figure that's missing, though, Burley, from this.
Okay.
It's Merples, because he couldn't buy it because you raised the price, you bastards. How dare you?
Please give me one.
You heard him, Sony.
Yeah, help out our friend. He loves Wolverine.
Yes, I do. And you ain't going to release it for PC, so.
You never know. Maybe.
Just never say never. Here's the thing: they're going to tell you this now. They'll change their tune. You just got to play the. You just have to play the waiting game. But
I don't want to play the waiting game.
You'll get used to it. We'll get used to
you
it.
you get used to it. Trust me.
I'm
But,
still waiting for Onimusha. I should not talk about it
We've been
anymore.
waiting for a year for Onimusha.
Yeah, and now I want the new one now.
Okay.
But before the new one, they'll release the remaster of Free and Dawn of Dreams.
I care about one of those. The other one I don't care.
Anywho, Starfield for PS5 had released, and the sales estimate have not been good. It's been lukewarm sales. It's apparently sold as the time of this article, that was April 15th, 140,000 copies on PS5. That was like a week after launch physically. Starfield, when this came out on the PlayStation with the second DLC, the Free Lanes update, and all that, it did not launch well. Not just in terms of sales, but the performance.
That's not surprising.
Oh yeah, Crashfield. That's it, Crashfield.
Yeah, Crashfield. Like I streamed it. I streamed the first 3 hours, and during mine, my crashed and screwed had audio bugs. I had to reboot the whole console.
Mm,
Yeah, I was there. I was there.
Yeah,
that's,
I was.
Oof.
I haven't gone back to the game because it's like I'm at this point. They just released a new patch a couple days ago, but it's like I kind of like, come on, Bethesda, you're charging top dollar for this with all the DLC. If you want to play this, it's like you need this working. Like, you can release stuff and have it working good. You showed that with the Oblivion remaster.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
you could do it for games that are good and games people want, but when it comes to Starfield, like it seems like, I don't know, Merple, did you have any job in coding and releasing this?
Nope.
No, he
Okay,
had the job, he didn't have the experience.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
yeah, there
because
you
like
go.
I can understand, I wouldn't blame you, Merple, if you were the one sitting there programming the
I mean-
PS5 release.
I mean, you might not, but someone else will.
It just made it be.
Yeah. I will.
Look, if you're gonna give the job to someone to screw it up, at least give it to Merple, so then he's gonna have money to buy a PlayStation. So just give him.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna say my pitch about this, because again, I'm trying to turn a new leaf and not rant as much. That's not gonna happen. But anyway, look, and there's this saying, which is, no shit, Sherlock. Of course, it's not going to sell well. We all knew this game was not going to sell well. The game, when it first came out, didn't sell well, if I remember, or at least it didn't sell to Bethesda standards, because it was not a good game. And
it was also on Game Pass, and they were expecting Game Pass to really grow with Starfield. It did not move the needle on Game Pass.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe if they lowered the price back then.
It was more reasonable back then than
Oh,
than it is
I was
now.
on the Game Pass. That's how I played it at first. 'Cause
Yeah,
Game
same
Pass,
here.
I think it
Mhm.
was like $14-15 a month. So it
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah,
okay,
what it
that's
is.
reasonable.
kind of like what it is right now after they just changed it.
And this goes back to something that I mentioned in previous episodes, because of the way that we have the world now. Things get old very quick. Everyone knows about everything, and this game is like, what, 2 years old or something like that? 2 years, right?
It's
Yeah,
almost
almost.
3 years.
Like
It'll be 3
Yeah,
years
almost
in
3 years.
September.
Oh, 3, yeah.
Yeah, 3 years in September. So 2 years and a half, basically. We all know how the game works. We all know that the worlds are empty. The game is boring. The story is not. We all know that. We all know that. Why would I want to play that game on the PlayStation if they didn't improve the game, even with DLC? If I want to try it out, I'll get it on PC. I can get a copy much cheaper, probably on PC. I have it on my Steam Deck. I tried it on my Steam Deck. So yeah, I'm not very surprised that the game didn't sell well, because let's be honest, it's not a good game. It's not a good game, and it's an old game by today's standards. So not very surprised with that. If you wanna sell Microsoft games on the PlayStation, make sure it's day one. Even the Indiana Jones that Kirok is playing, it is a fantastic game. I know it's a fantastic game, but it could have sold much better on the PlayStation, and I don't know its numbers, and we're not talking about that. It's because it probably did well, and it was much recent. I think it was like 6 months when it came out to the PlayStation.
About it was more like 5, but yeah, you're
Five,
right.
yeah, give or take. But I'm trying to say it's much more recent than
Right. They don't wait till it's old news.
yeah, exactly. So so I'm not really surprised about this, and good. Give me another Skyrim. I don't want this outer space stuff.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. We'll get Elder Scrolls 6 by 2045.
Yeah. All I'll say, if the rumor about a Fallout 3 or New Vegas remaster is true, then yeah, no one gives two shits about Starfield after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one will.
And they need urgently. They're gonna do what Naughty Dog did with The Last of Us 2. They lost so much money with Starfield. They're like, we need some revenue, and the best way to do the revenue is exactly getting a New Vegas. I'm gonna go with the New Vegas remake or remaster in this case. That's the best way for them to make money, because let's be honest, it is probably the best one.
Oh yeah, New Vegas. I would agree is the best one. But you know what? Let's go to more a happy sales number. Thing.
Kirok is responsible for half of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he just glazes the game over and over.
Yeah.
Even I want to play that game.
At least a million. At least a million of those copies are from his cat army.
My cat army, yeah.
Crimson Desert has now sold more than 5 million copies worldwide. Pearl Mist announced the latest milestone via social media post, thanking fans of Crimson Desert for supporting the game. I do like this image. This is a nice little image, and it shows, you know what, your game may be different and have clunky controls, but if you make a good product, it will sell for the general market. So I'm glad to see that they're having good success. The game is still being talked about. Like, I still see a lot of people are still streaming this and playing and discovering things in this game, because this game is huge, has so much in there. And for those that do like the game, I don't hear them like saying, I like the game, but it's more, no, I like this, I like that. I can have a cat army, and now you can name the cats. And a tip for beating the final boss, you just get 30 cats in there and you say, he's got the catnip in the cat army.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say something about this. I recall when this game first came out, there were people who were like, "Oh, I want to check this out. I want to see what it's about." People who had doubts, people who were like all sold into it before the game ever came out. But then the game came out, and it's one of the few in recent memory where it started off after it launched not being received too well, but it slowly gained traction. People were playing it and they're going, hey, actually, this isn't that bad. And they were realizing that the developer actually put some thought into it. Yes, it is clunky. They've improved a lot of that clunkiness through updates. It is janky. They've improved a lot of that jankiness through updates. And they keep seeming to listen to the people who play it and add new things. And it's very recent. The game came out 2 months ago now?
Yeah, I'm back in
About that.
Right.
Yeah.
So what I'm getting at is it's great to see a game that isn't really broken, meaning glitches, crashes, things like that, things that make the game unplayable, but clunky is okay because the product is still a good product and they were just polishing it as it goes. It's a nice, refreshing change to see that. And people are still playing it. I'm still playing it and I love it. It's not a game for everyone, but it's a game that you can tell they poured a lot of time, effort, and love into it. And they really made some good choices before releasing it in the sense that they went, is it playable? Yes. Is it perfect? Maybe not, but let's release it anyways, and then we'll fix it. And they're not just sitting on, the popularity and the success that it is having,
Mhm.
they're actually doing it and doing it fast. Great to see in a game. Love it.
Yeah, the problem with Crimson Desert at the start was their marketing was way too good. Like, way too good in most aspects. They just didn't market the thing that, well, they really don't have that much because you don't listen, which is the story. That's why at the time was, I like the game, looks great. I don't know what this game is about because you have magic and then you have robots and you have, I don't know what this game is. Considering it's been 2 months since the game came out, I have to say it is a game for me that is contender for Game of the Year because it's really fun. There is something that it's lacking in nowadays, which is there is passion from the dev team. Like they are, like you said, they're putting in effort. They're trying to improve the game. They're trying to do a lot of things to make the game better. And I left a comment on our group Discord where I just literally said it's going to be a different game when I start playing. It's going to be a different game from what Kirok
Right.
started playing. It's going to be a different game, and that it could have been something like we sold the game. We don't care. No, they want to serve their fan base a proper game, a decent game, and the people saw a difference in that. And there was only one game last year that did the same type of thing, which was Expedition 33. You saw the love that the devs had for that game, and you didn't see that in any other games.
Right.
And then this game comes out. First was very overhyped. That's why it didn't sell well because everyone I saw one bad review, and again, I'm all for inclusivity, but I saw a bad review because there was no LGBT representation. Come on, that's not the most important thing. You want good gameplay first. You need good gameplay. I don't care if you like stickers, guys or girls. I don't care. I want a badass. I want a badass. That's the only thing I want. It's the only thing I want. I don't care if, and and then people started to shit on it. But then I'm gonna give you the perfect example. Okay, I'm gonna give you the perfect example. I
Right,
haven't
yeah.
seen the movie. Michael Jackson movie, the biopic.
Mhm.
Bro, you go on Rotten Tomatoes, the critics hate that movie. It's like on 30% approval. But if you go to the popcorn meter, it's high. Like the people, it was made for the people because the people seeing the movie see the love that was put into the movie to represent Michael Jackson the best way possible, because we know that he never had the best repetition for reasons, right? I'm not getting into that. And we can translate the same thing to the game. People wanted things this way. The professionals, like, oh, it's a bad game. But the people like you and me saw the love behind the game and we're like, no, this is a fantastic game. And the fears that I had before this game come out, I don't care if the girl has a dong. I'm gonna enjoy it.
Nice. Very well put.
Yeah, I almost forgot about that.
The only negative review I ever saw, which is such a stupid negative review.
Leah's like this. What the hell you say?
How can you say it's your game of the year if you haven't played it?
In my heart, I feel it.
He'll play it.
Oh,
He'll play it.
Jesus
He will
Christ
play it.
almighty.
I will play it.
So yeah,
and then we'll get the platinum video on it.
Oh yeah. I will do that. After Pragmata, I'm gonna play Pragmata first.
Yeah,
Fair
the
enough.
only negative review I saw on it, which was such a stupid negative review, was the fact that you couldn't name the animals.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
now you can, but it was just such a stupid and negative review. It's like, oh, I have a dog, and it's just called White Dog. I want to name him. I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like
that's
calling
your make or break of the game?
it's like calling Merple human. Human, come here, human.
Hello, human.
No. Human.
Human, yes.
Human.
Yes, hello. Human. Yes. I'm an owl.
That's what Levi calls me. Human.
Human.
All right.
That's still asleep behind me.
Well, I need to finish this myself, so I'll get around to that whenever. I'll pull a Kirok.
No worries.
yeah. K-Rox is starting to affect all of us. We're not finishing games.
And then we got some other sales numbers here. Pragmata in 2 days sold over 1 million copies, and that is good and great because it is a new IP. Capcom stock took a little bit because some of the investors were hoping this, be like, this is going to be a 5 million sales really quick, and it's like, game just launched. It's a new IP. It's not like Resident Evil where this has been 20 something years and you have the build up of the franchise and all that. But I'm glad to see that this game reached over 1 million copies sold in 2 days. And like we had some numbers from certain countries where it was like PS5, like PC was up top, PS5, the Switch 2, and then Xbox at the bottom. So.
Yeah, but numbers still good. That's all that matters at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
it's still impressive that it's only been out. It was like within 2 days it sold 1 million copies. That's still impressive.
That's very impressive
for a brand new IP.
Yeah, it's only over a week old, and here it is.
Yeah.
But this just makes me want to play it more. I'm just lazy right now. Now, of course, thanks to Burley, I have another demon on my plate to deal with.
So I'm not one to like. I like this. I don't have it in me to go out and buy it and play it only because I know there's so many other games. That's really it. Whatever other games I have on my plate and I foresee down the future are I'll wait for this game to eventually go down in price and then get it and then play it. We'll see. But it definitely looks like something I'd like to play, especially after watching Burley play it. And he said the puzzles are freaking amazing in it. And I love puzzles. So,
yeah, that's sorry, go for it. Go.
Oh, I was going to say, it's like, I'm glad that, Capcom has struck gold with a new IP because they've definitely been needing that for some time. And I hopefully when I do play it and I love it, hopefully, I probably will. This is a good sign of things to come where maybe we'll get a sequel and they'll start investing in more new IPs that are, good, not like Exoprimal. What was that? No, don't worry about it.
What?
Yeah.
I heard a weird noise. I heard a noise.
Yeah, I heard a weird noise. Old building. It makes noise.
My bones are cracking.
Not that old. Oh no. But
soon, but soon you will.
Yeah, you'll be the first to hear it. But I'm just this is good, and obviously Onimusha. This just tells me that hopefully this good press going into when they release Onimusha, which is that's going to be interesting to see how everyone takes to that, given that's an IP they haven't done anything with besides remasters in the past 20 or so years. So hopefully, and from what I've heard, those that got to play it last year at Summer Games Fest, they said it was really good. So thankfully it's not a Souls-like. Thank God, because everyone keeps saying it looks like a Souls-like. It's like, you uncultured swains. That's all I say to that. I say that. But yeah. No, this is just good, because Capcom's been on a good roll this year, and hopefully this continues going into next year. And especially with Mega Man next year and any other future project. I'm just excited, really. I'm happy for Capcom. They've been the one AAA dev that's really been showing all these other devs and how do you actually do business, really.
Just very quick about Pragmata. I was playing a little bit on the Switch too, because since Lee came to visit me, and I wanted to try the game out. First of all, I am extremely impressed how it runs on the docked Switch too. Extremely. Looks beautiful. Looks great. I didn't see any difference from playing on the PlayStation, the demo, and playing on the Switch too. And then the gameplay. I knew I was gonna enjoy the game, but besides the demo, trying on the Switch too, I was like, wow, this is so good. Like, because she's a bit more ahead, she has more things on that little puzzle thing, and it's understandable. I'm very happy because I was even saying this last night when I was at work. I was talking with someone. I was saying that we as a society in general, not only in gaming, in everything, we are creatively bankrupt. And seeing this come out, a new IP like this, bro, it fills me with joy. Shows that there's still creativity out there, and hopefully it's gonna, inside Capcom and other developers, it's gonna give them a reason to bet in new IPs and not on remasters and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Take a chance, take a risk.
Take a chance, exactly. Take a
Yeah.
risk.
Okay,
But
I'm
again-
gonna do a big quick bio break. I'll be back.
Yeah,
Keep
sure.
going.
Okay.
So, yeah. And the thing is, just don't make. But the reason why the game is good or it sells this much, it's not because it's a new IP. It's because it's good. Don't make a new IP just because you want to make a new IP. No, make a good game. Make a good game. Then, if you can adapt, you have the classic story with the Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry was supposed to be Resident Evil 4. It was supposed to be Resident, and they saw it like, this is a good game. We can't adapt it correctly to the Resident Evil franchise, but it's a good game. So let's make a good story around it. That's why Devil May Cry is now a very, very big franchise as well. Well, we need that one. We need the next one, to be honest. And that's what you, first of all, make a good game. That's the thing. Make a good game. If you make a good game, it can be a new IP, can be an old IP. You have Resident Evil 9. It's an old IP, but it is a good game. And I swear to God, if it was a bad game, I don't care how old the IP or loved it is. If it was a bad game, you wouldn't have sold as much. I think going on 7 million, right, Burley?
Yeah, well, we're actually just about to Resident Evil 9.
It's
7. Yes, 7 million sales, fastest in the series history. And the cool thing
That's
is
what she said.
They made these little cakes. They had made one with Leon, one with Grace, your two protagonists in the game. And it's like, this is awesome. This just shows you put like Fubu was saying, you put quality, you put the effort, you put the passion, you make a good game, you release it in a state that is playable. People are playing this day one and not going, I should have waited 6 months to buy this because the game isn't what they promised me. In 6 months from now, it would have a better chance of being what I was promised. It's nope. This came out good, came out ready to go. They had it working on all platforms. They had it great on the Switch too. So you know what? There's a good reason why this Resident Evil 9 is fastest to sell 7 million. You put out a great release, you get it out there on all the platforms. Capcom is shown they know. I got to give them credit. I think their engine is probably one of the best engines out there. That RE engine, it's very versatile. You have it being used for Monster Hunter, Resident Evil, Pragmata, and other different games they have. And Capcom has refined it. They have their own internal documentation stuff. They know what they are doing with this. So
yeah, and
yeah.
don't forget also, this is the new iteration of the engine, called REX. So yeah,
Mr. X.
I want cake.
Mister.
I want cake now.
Yeah.
There you go. Which cake are you grabbing from? You going for the Leon cake or you grabbing for the Grace cake?
Oh, Leon.
Leon.
I like
We're all going Leon.
That aesthetic though looks good, but I'd try Grace right after.
Hey, who am I to discriminate? I'll have a piece of each.
Exactly. That's the correct answer. Not going for just one of them.
You take both and don't complain.
Best of both worlds.
That's pretty awesome.
Leon's just has berries on it.
Yeah. I will say, as good as the sales are, especially with the news of like DLC being in the works, I could easily see this game, especially if the DLC is good, becoming one of the top most best-selling game in the franchise. Because right now it's 7, because 7 over time picked up in sales. I could see 9 be easily either up there or close to 7, or either being number 1 or being close to 7.
Yeah.
Which I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it
I'm
is-
glad. I'm glad it's a good game and not 6 of all games, because that almost was number 1 at one point.
Go going.
No, I look, guys. I already said this many times. I don't understand the hate with 6. I did enjoy 6. I thought that the Wesker Sun plotline was kind of stupid. That I do agree with that, but I think it was a good action game. It was a good action game. It's not supposed to be. It should have been a horror game. That's why Leon Spart is one of the best ones, because in Leon Spart you do have the zombies. Then it goes into the bioweapons. I have good memories of playing Resident Evil 6. To be honest, I do have. I think
It is a good game. It's just a terrible Resident Evil game.
yeah, exactly. That's the thing. But maybe I turned my head off. I don't know, my mind off with that. I don't know. But I have good things to say about the game. Maybe if I play it now with more mature understanding, probably more about the franchise and what it is, maybe I won't like it as much. But at the time, I remember having a good time playing with my friends. It was a very, very good time.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you, going back to what you said earlier, you know that there was another game that was almost Resident Evil 4?
Which one?
Onimusha. Can I have a release date, please, Capcom? All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Okay, I'm just gonna move this and change here, but this one you might get Merple to squee when he realizes what we're going. Claire Obscure has sold over 8 million copies sold.
And they
And-
deserve it.
Yeah, and we're just actually past the year release date when it came out.
Hmm.
So within a year, yes, 8 million.
Wow.
Yeah, they released a DLC recently, but it's like hairstyles and stuff, nothing.
Well,
There was a whole new like extra area.
Yeah.
It was like it was a free update with extra content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they-
free update with extra dungeon, some story for the dungeon. So
Yeah,
And
exactly.
characters.
Yeah, that was the game of the year. That was the game of the year update. I remember that one.
Yeah, but the for the anniversary, I'm
Yeah,
looking at it. It's like that's when they updated the new hair and cosmetics and
Yeah.
whatnot.
Yeah.
All right.
good,
But
good on
I'm
them.
very happy for this. They definitely deserve it. The game is so good. I haven't played it for a while because so many other games have come out, but like they definitely deserve, like, you know, all the praise that they're getting. Definitely deserved the game of the year last year. I'm very excited to see what else they would make,
Mm-hmm.
because they definitely do seem like they're passionate in what they make. They're not just
Mhm.
releasing something for the sake of, oh, this will make money.
Yeah.
True.
And
Yeah.
you guys know what all of these games have in common?
What?
They're all fucking good.
Yeah.
That's
Rare-
what we
rare
like to hear.
beast.
I had to drop my
A rare
F-bomb. I haven't done that yet today.
Fair enough.
I never played it.
What?
Oh,
I have not
Okay.
played it. And,
No,
and
yeah.
I
stop
actually
the episode. Stop.
it's okay.
You're gonna play this one. You're gonna play this one, and
No,
I'm gonna make sure you fucking finish it. You're
I
gonna
like
finish it.
I like turn-based games, but when I watch people playing this on stream, to me it's a game I prefer to watch. I don't know if I'll get into it. I don't know.
No. Sorry. No, I'm talking now. I'm taking over this. I'm taking over this.
Oh no.
Look, I'm gonna have to admit it took a little while for me to get into this game.
Yeah.
I have the culprit right next to me. She
Uh-huh.
forced me to play this game on stream.
Good
and
job.
I got hooked. Myrtle says good job. And I got hooked on the first 30 minutes. And I got hooked on the first 30 minutes. This game, I'm telling you now, I consider it was a revolution in turn-based gameplay. I consider that. But this game has one of the best and unique stories, and I know you love that in video games.
Yeah.
So, the most crazy plot twist, man. As a gamer, as a gamer that you are, you have to play this game.
Got it.
You,
Okay.
you have to. There's no. You
I
have
just
to.
looked. It's on sale on Steam right now.
It is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
Go for
you
it.
know what?
Check
know what?
check the key
You
sites
know what to-
too.
Yeah,
I will,
you know what to
I
do.
will.
No,
The
you have to. You
the
have to have
soundtrack is amazing too.
soundtrack,
Mhm.
bro.
Oh.
I listen. I don't do this. Sorry again. He had the soft spot, man. It's a soft spot. Look, I don't listen. I do a game done, dusted. I don't listen. I have the Renoir soundtrack, Envie pour ta mère. I have that on my list, like, and like one guy said, a guy that does music reactions on YouTube. He said this: Envie pour ta mère is the Bohemian Rhapsody of gaming soundtracks. That's how standards are, how high the standards are for this game in music and in graphics.
The
in,
best song is Mononoke song.
okay, Leah loves Mononoke.
That is a good song.
Yeah.
The-
It's top tier. Sorry. I'm just gonna end now. I'm gonna end this now. It is top tier in everything. The thing that lacks the most
Mhm.
is graphics. Could have been, but again, you can go with the dev. The design is great, but it doesn't have that almost uncanny valley graphics. So you do notice some flaws on the graphics, in my opinion. But everything else, this game is S tier plus.
Nice.
It is one of the best games ever made, ever.
Okay. I think you
Alright.
might have just sold me.
it,
Yes.
it is a great game, and I think you will really enjoy it. And one of the nice things for this game does not outstay its welcome. Like
No.
it's a
Mhm.
if you're just doing the
Mhm.
story, you're about like 25 to 35 hours,
Yeah.
give or take. There, especially like if you know your RPG mechanics and you've played a lot of
Mhm.
turn-based RPGs, and once you get into the rhythm of being able to do the parrying and blocking and dodging, as well as the timed hits for your moves
Mhm.
to get those so you do the most damage, you'll get to it. You'll get through it pretty quick, especially.
Yeah.
And like if you liked systems from like Final Fantasy 6 and 7 with the Espers and the Materia system. Yeah. They have the whole thing with the Pictos, you learning and equipping your abilities and changing them out and rotating in between your different characters and finding what works for you. And not only just that, changing your weapons and upgrading your weapons. But free piece of advice, anyone that's going to play this, the burn status is your friend.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No joke. If you can keep burn status on boss fights, you will slay through some bosses easily, because I have had it so many times where I've gotten to a boss, got the burn damage, and because I stacked the burn up so high, it goes to go to their turn, the burn damage kills them at the beginning of the turn.
Ooh, nice.
So
Yeah, I definitely did that a lot. Take advantage of status effects,
oh yeah.
especially light, especially the character CL. Definitely.
Cool.
Yeah, and let's get off Claire, because if we keep going on it, Merple and Fubu will.
Never shut up.
I will make 5 hours of expedition, only expedition.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, I know, I know that is true. But we
That's-
had it. We
Not a
had
threat, that's a promise.
we had a reveal came out from Xbox showing Metro 2039 reveal. So the series is back. I know this game has been in development for quite a while. We don't have the release date. We have a release window of winter of this year, but you're returning into the depths of Moscow. I have not played any of the Metro games. I own one of them
Yeah, same. Exact same.
because I either got it for a Steam sale for like $1, or in the case of many things, of you buy a humble bundle for 1 or 2 games in the bundle, and then there's 10 other games in there that you're like, yeah, one day I'll play this, or I'll do the I hate saying this, the Kirok effect. You'll play it for 10 minutes and then say you're gonna
I
go
love
back
it.
to it.
I love it.
I figured you would.
Kirok effect.
So,
Yeah. All right. My time to shine. So yeah, I've played all of them actually. I definitely do like this franchise. I've never read the books that they're based off of, but I know the author is very much attached to the franchise in terms of the storytelling. And I know this one is very different from the previous three because it's about a new protagonist than the one we've had before. So yeah, no, from just seeing this, it's like, all right, this is Metro. It's neat, it's creepy, and it's like there's not much gameplay they do show in when they revealed it, but what they did show, it's like, all right, typical Metro. But if you're a fan of games in the vein of Fallout and also that Stalker series that just especially the new one that came out a couple of years ago, this is definitely that, but a little more like streamlined. Like it's very more focused on narrative, but it does have a decent gameplay system, I would say, especially if you're into that kind of apocalypse like setting, as well as a bit of survival crafting and some interesting little weapons they do have. So yeah, it's just seeing that I'm like, all right, I'm excited now, and maybe I'll even play the DLC to Metro Exodus, the previous game, because I never got around to it. I never played the VR game either, but that definitely looks right up my alley. Spiders crawling on my head, notwithstanding, of course.
okay, so you're saying we make Merple play? Got it.
No,
no. I'm gonna ship you a VR headset, Merple. I got you, buddy.
I have a question for you, Fryman. Since you've played all of them, is it a pure first-person shooter type game with a story narrative, or are there puzzles and stuff like that too? No
puzzles. Kind of puzzles in the sense of 3, because 3 is, I don't like using this word, but it's kind of, I use it loosely. The third game is very open world-esque because you're going to different locations, as to where the previous 2 games you're set underground for story reasons. If you ever play them, story reasons, you're set in the, as the title suggests, the metro of Russia, and there's like a whole colony that basically migrated under there during an apocalyptic war. So, and there's some supernatural elements too that I won't get into because spoilers, but essentially, yeah, it is a pure first person kind of stealth action survival hybrid, where you're not only dealing with enemies, but you're dealing with mutant enemies as well, that they do show later in this trailer, so you get an idea of it.
I didn't even know there's books on this.
Yeah, game. It's based on a book, yeah. And the author is very directly involved.
Yeah, I never played any of the Metro games. I've heard of them, and I was like, yeah, I'll get around to them eventually. But yeah, I never knew they were like the games were based off of books.
Yeah. Could you actually go back to that trailer and go near the end, barely? There's some gameplay at the end. But yeah, it is very much in the vein of like the gameplay of Fallout to a degree, but like, and Stalker, which came out not too long ago, and just remove the open world and RPG stuff, but you do have upgrades, crafting, and other stuff attached to it, so it's kind of cool. That might be a different trailer. You might have to go back. There's a little bit of gameplay. But yeah, it is mostly you're playing it for the narrative and what it's and like the setting that it goes for. So just for that, yeah, it's literally at the end, kind of right at the end, really. All right, kind of right there. Yeah, that works. But this is maybe rewind it just a little bit because that's later. Yep, that is essentially the gameplay you're gonna expect.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I might do that. I like it.
Yeah, especially with the remasters that came out. The remaster of Metro 2033 and then is a little different because they improved the gameplay a bit because the original was way more clunky. So they streamlined the gameplay to be more like its sequel, Last Light, and then inevitably Exodus did that and then made it more open world. So yeah. But there's a lot of decisions you do make as well, because there is, believe it or not, a hidden morality system that does actually impact your ending. So, One advice is stick to the shadows and you don't have to kill every enemy if you don't have to.
Nice.
And
Okay.
I would recommend you at least don't kill every human enemy anyway. One piece of advice: if you play the first couple, you play the games.
Now I kind of want to play.
Yeah, no, I think you'll like it, honestly.
And also read books.
Yeah, no books for me, please. I'll just play the game. I remember. I'm not gonna say I'm a big fan, but I'm gonna say Metro Exodus. They gave a few years ago on the PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I did play the shit out of that game. It was really, really, really good. But I'm not the biggest fan of this type of first-person shooter games. Not a big fan. But I do love to see an IP thrive, and this one looks really, really beautiful. The environment, the like very dark. The environment's gonna be heavy on the story. It's gonna make you feel like what did happen when I played The Last of Us 1. Like it felt like I was inside the game, and the way they're building the environment in this game, it feels like you are inside the game as well. So feels like it's going to be a very fun one to try, and we're waiting on the review on that, Fryman.
Purple, I'm taking you with me, or Kira.
No!
Kira can come with me. I'll make sure he finishes it.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, the one thing I'll say is that I do hope, and this is what they did that kind of killed its Steam initially, because I bought the original game at launch for Metro Exodus, the previous game. Do not, for the love of God, and they probably are not, but I'm going to say it anyway, do not do another PC exclusivity deal. That was fucking stupid. Because this was one of the first games that they did when the Epic Game Store first came out, and they announced it at the worst time that it was going to be on the PC side an Epic Game Store exclusive when people already pre-ordered it on Steam, and then they took it off Steam for that reason, and then they inevitably had to either refund them or they had to honor it and give them the Steam release. And then after that, PC GamePass became a thing, and then people just played it that way because they didn't want to fucking pay for it, play it on Epic Game Store. So don't do that, please. That would be nice, but I think at this point no one cares about the Epic is just a thing now for the PC ecosystem, so who cares, really? So yeah, that's all I asked for, but otherwise I'm excited.
This is the first time I've seen emotion out of Fryman, besides hate from Matt Buddy. Besides hate, that's the first time I see Fryman showing some emotions, saying that he loves the game, because on Onimush is obsession. That's obsession, man. I can see that. But this one, you feel love.
Obsession is also part of love. It's not always, but sometimes.
That's the first thing on the stalker list. Obsession is also love.
Now I'm scared for myself. All right, guys, I'll see you later.
No, Fry.
Well, you know what? This story will bring him back.
It will bring him back.
Say what now?
007, we got the official rules of Spycraft trailer. Now, I'll have it playing it whether or not we sit and go through it all over, but man, just seeing this, and then we had gotten also the intro song and showing you the intro like they did, like how your typical Bond movie would go. And it's like, this is just getting me more and more hyped for this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, this has got Hitman. I'm glad they showed more of the actual, like, the Hitman part of the game where you're being a spy, because the last couple when they first showed it off, I feel like they more so showed like the combat that we're seeing right now. But I really like this way of how they're doing this approach to stealth, because
infiltration,
infiltration, and you can bluff your way out of situations. But obviously, if you try to bluff it to the main guard, who's going to know who you are, and who they're expecting, it's like, yeah, that's probably not going to work. But there's so many other options they even showed back then where you can handle a lot of situations And even if you go in, sometimes you go in ready to fight, it's not going to be a instant game over or anything. They actually want you to play around given the situation. It's like that's going to add some replay value depending on your approach. And it's just in general, it's like, yeah, this is really impressing me still to this day, especially as a Bond fan. I'm just like, I'm so honestly excited. Hopefully the final product is good, but the one thing it's good that they kind of kept to themselves is the story is still kind of, we don't know, but I'm sure it'll be fine no matter what.
Yeah, I'm so one of the things when I was watching this video that literally captured me was the fact that they do have the infiltration, the hitman type access and elimination, but at the same time they were going through the gadgets that 007 is known for, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm looking at that brings me back to the Indiana Jones that I'm playing now, where you got the whip and the whip crack, you got the he's doing like different puzzles throughout the game. They're leaning well into the 007 ethos, let's put it that way. And not only that intro video, you guys already saw it. That intro video just hits with what the beginning introduction to an actual 007 movie would look like, in my opinion. It's got the very abstract elements, the guy running off with a gun in his hand and really not seeing him in the image, but seeing his shadow. And then all these abstract different shapes kind of form. It's exactly 007. And I'm talking specifically the intro. This game, though, when I look at this video, it looks like a lot of fun. It looks like something I would get into because of the stealth as well as the bluffing your way in, as you were saying, Fryman. I can't wait for this. I want to play this so bad, but I'm playing my other games. I just don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, this doesn't come out till like May 27th, so you got some time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Got a little over a month. You got this, Kira.
But you guys just added on Claire for me, Expedition.
Now Metro. Yeah, now the Metro games when that happens.
I love them. They got the Day of the Dead from I think it was the third one with Daniel Craig film. So
which one was it? Sorry.
The Day of the Dead, where he's got the skeleton mask.
Yeah, that was the fourth. That was the fourth one. But
one. Yeah. So like they have nods to other Bond ones, and like I like that they're like, yeah, you can play at your own approach. I'm a little weary because the last game that had all this and showing me this stuff in the trailers was Star Wars Outlaws, and that game at release, it was no, stealth or you die.
Yep.
And the thing was, it wouldn't, like, it was inconsistent of, you raise the alarm, yep, we'll instantly fail you, or sometimes we will give you 10 minutes before the thing goes on, but you can't progress, so you have to restart checkmate or what have you. But it's like, yeah, this game is looking so good. And with what they showed with that, the intro that they showed and the song for it, the song was so good. It's like, damn, this is gonna be like this year is hard for game of the year because there's so many bangers.
They definitely, this year is definitely pretty good for games that could be contenders for game of the year. I'm excited to see who's going to get in that category.
Yeah, we got plenty of time before we worry about that, though.
Topic of the show is going to make it into that category.
Yeah.
No.
It shouldn't. I was just saying that for fun.
Unless it plunders its way in. Wink, wink.
Well, shall we talk about the topic of the show?
Sure.
You have to. They have to.
Yes.
Can I use my review from 10 years ago? I'll just put my video from 10 years ago.
So, Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag Resynced. And I've just got the reveal trailer. It was the worst kept secret Like we literally, there wasn't much stories last week. That's why we didn't do an episode. We had this as a topic of the show, and then this week on April 23rd, Ubisoft finally had the reveal event for a thing we've known for I don't know how many months. We've known that this is coming, but you know what? This does look great. It is like the topic is, did this game need to be remade? And I will say I've heard from and I've watched some other videos and some stuff. They are keeping pretty faithful. There is no multiplayer in the game, so I know some people are upset with that, but they are keeping things like they are keeping the whaling. They are keeping like the story beats. They're actually doing some stuff that I think is improvements, because this was the first game that after the whole Desmond saga had ended, and when Assassin's Creed 3, just gonna say it, shot the bed. Story. They tried something different for the world, like the modern day plot, where you were sent to go into Abstergo and do their thing and help Abstergo, but you're really hacking computers and to get information on Abstergo and the Templars. They are doing a thing of now every time when you would normally beat a sequence in the game and they pull you out to do the modern day, they give you the option. So if you don't want to do the modern day stuff, you don't have to right away. So you're given stuff. They're adding new content for especially I think it's like 6 new hours, and giving some more depth with certain characters like Blackbeard, because Blackbeard, from what I remember, they do some cool stuff with him, but Blackbeard, it's like okay, he's in the game for 20 minutes. He got his paycheck and then went home. So, yeah, it's not going to include the DLC, but there is some rework, some new content. I do like that they have the original voice actor for Edward Kenway back, because he did such a good job. I'm hoping the other little improvements that they are going to be making really helps us stand out. But I'm just going to say it. No, this game did not need to be remade. This is being remade because Ubisoft needs a hit. Yeah, they need a hit. Yeah. They are in bad financial stuff. Hell, the Rayman collection that they put out, they did updates that screwed that up apparently. And it's like, how did you do that? Like, how could you fuck up something so easy? This. It's like, okay, you need to do this. This is coming July. I know, like, I have applied for Ubisoft partnership just to see if I get it free. Fingers crossed. But if I don't, I'm
not
actually
after this.
Yeah, yeah, no.
You never know.
You never know.
Yeah. They don't know. They don't know us. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
They are doing an interesting thing that I do like for physical. If you're buying the base game physically, because they have their normal edition, their $300 collector's edition.
Right.
The base edition of the game, you're getting the map. They're giving you an actual map. They're giving you the art book and something else. And if you do the GameStop over here in Canada, you're getting the actual steel book with it. So it's like, ooh, I might actually have to buy this PS5 if physically, just so because I want the steel book, but all the extra little goodies that you're not going to get if you buy this digitally on PC. But it's like, no, this game was not one that needed to be remade. Like, if you want, on my honest opinion, you should start with 1, remake 1, because 1 is a definite product of its time. I like 1 a lot.
Yeah,
you remake 1, you do a bang, like, get it to this level of graphics, you get it and add some stuff and add like stuff that they did with like the PC release and the PS3 release with like the crossbow and extra missions and stuff. You do that well enough, and it comes out well. You announce you're remaking Assassin's Creed 2. That thing will have 10 million pre-orders if you make it look good and be like, hey, we learned what we did right and we're doing the same to 2. I know a few of us on this show we're going to be like, here's our money, because I will be the one that be like, just just tell me what I got to pay Ubisoft. Just tell me.
Yeah.
But what do you all think of Assassin's Creed 4 Resynced, and did it need to be remade?
Boo. I
No.
am very angry because they reduced the breasts of one of the.
Oh my freaking! Like, what was it? Like, it was by like 2%. I saw that stupid tweet, and I'm like, seriously? Out of all the things you can complain about,
No, because it's a Navy game. You need those floaters just in case the ship goes down, you know? Okay, no, I'm going to be serious. Look, if you wanted to remake something and make money, like either Conway is like the second best AC character. The first one is, of course, Ezio Auditori Differenti.
Yep.
Ezio is the best one, and you have an excellent win because it's like this. Let's go. Imagine this one is a great success, and if you go, we're gonna go back to one. One might flop. You never know. It's not a sure thing because if you went, because like Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, it's also a product of its time with the gameplay, with everything. If you remake, you take the poster child to this day, the poster child of Assassin's Creed is Ezio. You think about an Assassin's Creed main character, your mind immediately goes to Ezio. And if you make the remake, like you want to do the resync with Assassin's Creed 2, and it is a great success that I really think it would be, that means that Brotherhood is going to be a success. It is a sure thing because it's a continuation of Ezio's story. Then you're going to have the third one, which is not as good, that you could improve. Revelations, which was not as good. And there is something that when you play, I think I don't know if it's two. I know one of them. I think it's Revelations. I think one of them, you go back to Altair. You can play
Revelations.
Revelations. Look, and if that's great, and people react very fondly to Altair, to his story, then you go to one and you remake one. Then, but that's 4 games. That's 4 great hits that you would get in a row. Going with Black Flag because let's say that you play Black Flag and you love the Navy mechanics, and then they remake one, and the guys are like, "Oh, there's no Navy mechanics. I don't want to play that game. There's no Navy mechanics." If you want to play Navy mechanics, you go to Rogue, you go to Odyssey. There's a lot of water warfare. You can play Assassin's Creed 3. There's a little bit there as well, not as much as 4, because what this game is, let's get this right, it is not the best Assassin's Creed in terms of stab, but it is one of the best pirate games at the time and still now. You know?
Oh yeah.
It was very good because of its naval warfare and then all of the rest because Matthew Ryan, that man is a charisma machine. He's Constantine on the DCU television universe. He is a charisma machine. He like uses, so he gives that gravitas to his character, and it becomes a very good character. One of my favorites because of the charisma he puts. Because if you look at the game, especially if you see the things outside of the animus, it's not the best game. And I think they should have gone with Assassin's Creed 2 and do this progress. 4, I'm not going to buy this game. I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to buy this game. I bought it once. I enjoyed it once. But it's not full for me because I already played this game, you know, and I don't have that much of a connection to Edward Conway as I do for Ezio. If it was Ezio, and because it was so many years ago, yeah, I would definitely, because there would be significant improvement in terms of graphics. And again, I do love the era, that Italian Renaissance era. I love that. That's a place in history that I love. And they could translate the beauty of the art from that time to today's graphics, and then it would be a visual spectacle and also a gameplay spectacle because they would upgrade the gameplay. So yeah, that's my viewpoint on this one. I think it's a useless, not a useless remake, but it's not going to be the one that Ubisoft thinks it's going to be.
Okay, I'm going to say something about specifically Black Flag. I can't remember, but back in the day, I did play it. I just can't remember if it was on Xbox 360 or on PS3. I think I played it on the 360. I can't remember which system it was.
Mm-hmm.
I played it, didn't get too far into it, never finished it, obviously. Effect. I love that. But here's where I'm going to say blasphemous stuff. I wasn't happy with it. I didn't like it too much, and I ended up trading it in. I ended up not finishing it and not bought. I was like, okay, I don't like this. I just wasn't too happy seeing where the franchise was headed. I played the first, and I did finish that. I played the second, and that's my favorite, and I did finish that. Never played the third. The third isn't Brotherhood, is it?
Yes, it is.
Well, third
canonical.
game is
No. Do you mean the third game that came out or the third on the franchise?
So the third game that came out was Brotherhood, right?
Yes.
But then the third was actually Assassin's Creed 3.
Well,
In the
do you want to
timeline,
count
yeah.
the PSP
In the
one
timeline.
because you have Assassin's Creed 1.
Oh yeah.
Then you have an Altair adventure on the PSP.
Yeah, no, I'm
which
talking
was
like the big guys, the
big guy.
main.
No, it was
storyline.
Brotherhood was the third one. Yeah, it
Was the
third
third,
one.
but it wasn't number 3 though, was it?
No,
number
it's the
three
American
was
It was the one
Connor.
set in
Connor.
North America, right?
Yes, exactly. During the
Yeah.
Revolution.
Correct. Yeah. So I never played 3. I played a little Brotherhood, and then I just got out of it. There you go. That's the one. Yeah.
You didn't
And
finish. I got it.
And I know. Yeah, I finished first. I finished second, and after that, I found that it just went out of what I liked in it. The stealthiness became less and less. And eventually, Odyssey and all those, I didn't like them at all. I never bought them. Never wanted any. So I went into watching this half-hour, what was it, preview that they gave, basically.
Yeah, the reveal.
The reveal. Thinking, you know what? I didn't like it. I traded in. I'm not gonna. And I watched the 30 minutes of this, and I was like, okay, they're kind of turning me around. I even bought Valhalla back in the day when the PS5 first came out, and the guy at the store.
That's because there were no other games.
No. But he sold me on it because he goes, you could turn off all the HUD and everything, which is how I played one of them. I can't remember if it was the first or the second. I played the whole game without the HUD on, which was so good, unheard of in those days. But it was so good. I think it was the second, maybe not the whole game, but most of the game. But Valhalla, I put like 60 plus hours into it, and I felt like I was getting nowhere, and I got frustrated, and I just dropped it. That's what ended up with that. And I said, I'm never buying another one again. Then Mirage came out, and I bought Mirage. I haven't played too much of it. So from what I played, I liked it because it went back to the stealth roots of Assassin's Creed. So I want to give it a chance and go back to it. But now that I see this, I'm like, should I? Shouldn't I? I'm so on the fence. I don't know if I really want to or not. Anyways, that's my 2 cents.
They were valuable.
Thank you.
Yes, they were. I'm still angry at Ubisoft for canceling Prince of Persia. Probably will
Oh, I know.
Yeah, and they probably will cancel that Splinter Cell remake. It's so yeah, I'm not going to be surprised by that. And I've played.
No, there's so many great IPs they could have made remakes of that needed, and they could revitalize.
Rayman, cough.
Yeah.
Splinter Cell is fantastic. I think Splinter Cell could be on par with, if you give the same type of gameplay, the graphics that you have from 007 that we just saw, it would be fantastic using the gadgets, stealthing around. Bro, and again, I like Assassin's Creed 4, but bro, there were so many different ways that they could have gone with the remake.
Yeah, they could have, for sure. But I have played most of the Assassin's Creed games. Never played the PSP one, but I've played most of them. I have opinions of all of them. And I'm mad at Ubisoft. And I was getting my pitchfork out, ready to poke them, be like, Yves Guillemot, you got to go, buddy. You got to go. But as angry as I was, I saw the trailer, and when I heard about this remake being real, I was just ready to be like, this sounds stupid and unnecessary. You're gonna fuck it up. And lo and behold, it actually looks good.
It does.
I'm not gonna buy it though, because I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit enough to play it. But fuck, okay, if this is the step in the right direction for maybe Ubisoft and obviously the Assassin's Creed franchise, then fair enough. But no more RPGs, please. I'm done. I haven't played this monster yet, but I'm just gonna be like, no matter what my opinions is, I don't want any more RPGs. Oh, you poor soul, you bought it too.
No. The only reason I have it was because it was a gift. But Leah has it on her lap. She's gonna take it with her, so it doesn't poison my household. So
here you go. I'll hand this to you. You can keep it.
Ryman's giving you the game as well.
Yeah, I got a Switch too.
For the Switch too.
No, that's a gift. You can't regift a gift.
No, yeah, I'm gonna take my gift and gift it to someone. There you go.
Look, we should all keep in spirit of the theme of this game. Okay, I think we all should pirate the game and not.
Yeah. Well, let's, as I say, sail the seven seas. So I already got the hat. Let's go. Merple, you sing this. You sing the sea shanties.
No, thank you.
No, Merple, you're gonna be the parrot. You stay here.
It'd be
All right,
awesome
well,
if you could unlock, say, Captain Jack Sparrow or something like that in it.
Yeah.
Of course, that would have.
That's what
But-
mods are for.
Yeah, there you go.
I was a little bit confused on why they chose 4 out of like
Yeah,
they could have went.
It's a popular one. That's mainly
Yeah.
why.
It
I mean,
sold
I get-
a lot back
yeah.
on the PS3 and PS4.
Yeah, I guess
'Cause
they
it
could have
was
went
in
with
between.
like 1, but like I can understand why they went with 4 because
Yeah.
like you said, it was the most popular one. But like
Yeah.
I played it and I enjoyed it for it being a pirate game. But saying it's Assassin's Creed, I'm like an Assassin's Creed type of game. I'm like, no, for me, I don't think it's a very good Assassin's Creed like game, but it's a very
why I
good
traded
pirate
it in.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I
especially-
tried other ones, and like, yeah, no, I don't like. I tried Odyssey. Don't like Odyssey. I was sad because I like the era that it was in, but I'm like, I don't like this.
That's the same thing how I felt about Valhalla. You made being a Viking fucking boring.
Yeah, I bought
Lord.
Valhalla specifically because fuck yeah, I could be a Viking. And then I played it, and then I'm like, yeah, this is boring.
Yeah.
Like I got past the tutorial phase and dropped it because it got boring after like.
Oh,
I
wait till-
I played at least 6 hours and was like, wow, this kind of sucks. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Try spending over 50 hours beating the story in Valhalla, and you see how bad the story is, and that they dropped the story 10 to 20 hours in, Mark.
Like, I might. I'll probably try to force myself to play it just to see, like, you know, where
Don't-
it went. But I'm like, I don't
just-
want to
just-
torture myself.
Just watch a video on it, dude. Don't torture yourself for a
Yeah,
game you might
that's
not
why I'm
like.
like, I'm just gonna watch a
Right,
video on
right.
it. I'm just gonna watch a video on the story because I don't
I
want
normally,
to torture myself.
I normally don't like watching playthroughs of games
Yeah.
anymore, even sometimes streams. No offense. But certain games I don't really like watching it, and I don't see it as an alternative. But if it's a game like that, I make an exception or two.
Yeah.
Or just a game I don't like, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, I don't care. I'm out of here.
Like I and then I watch Mirage and like I watch Burley play it, and I'm like, yeah, this is not for me. I was excited for it because it's in Japan, but
Oh, Shadows, you mean?
oh, Shadows, I mean,
Shadows,
Shadows,
yeah.
not
I
Shadows,
was gonna
not
say,
Mirage. Sorry.
I didn't stream Mirage, but I did play.
Sorry. I got those
Mirage,
two mixed up.
Oh my God.
I made a video on Mirage. Mirage, I like Mirage was great because it was back to the basics. My only problem with Mirage was you took the character from Valhalla that I hated the most.
Oh,
I hated Basm, hated him, and we're making him the main character. And it's like, hated him in Mirage because I hate his story and I hate the character himself. But it's like the gameplay additions and going back to the classic style and just this and that and like your parries and stuff matter. And it's not just, well, I'm power level 72, you're power level 58, so I instantly win.
Yeah. Okay, I got those two mixed up. My bad. I'm sorry. But yeah, yeah.
Look, they're bad anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No, Shadows is a good game, especially on the Switch too.
But yeah, I don't know. I watching Shadows, I was just like, I got bored of it. Like
Go play
I
Ghost
only
of
watched-
Yotei.
Yeah, Ghost of
Oh,
Yotei is
I
where
gotta
I would
play
watch
that.
if I want my Japanese intake.
You want your Assassin's
And
Creed in
Assassin.
Japan? Just go
Yeah.
play Ghost of Tsushima
Yeah.
or Yotei.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. That's the one.
Yeah. But
Oh,
I know I have not played all of the Assassin's Creed in the franchise, but like
Neither
the
have I.
one like after playing like 1, 2, and 3, the one with Connor, because I keep getting that one mixed up with Brotherhood. I feel like they just fell off.
Yep, agreed.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
fell
Oh.
off. Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
they-
Like
they-
after Desmond.
yeah,
pretty much.
well, three, in my opinion, I like the ideas of 3.
Mm.
They had good stuff. 3 has one of my favorite villains, and it's Edward Kenway's son, Nathan Henway.
Yeah.
He was the best villain, and like when you kill him in that game,
Yeah.
it was like, and then it's like, his one subordinate is the villain for the end. And I'm like, really? No, you should have kept him. You had this character.
Yeah.
He was the best Assassin's Creed villain, in my opinion, to date. 3 had a lot of qualities with the modern story and stuff like this.
Yeah.
Like 4, I agree. As an Assassin's Creed game, it is not an Assassin's Creed game. Let's just be honest. It is
not.
This-
Yeah.
it is a pirate game slapped with the Assassin's Creed logo and just paint and HUD over it.
Right on the
Exactly.
nose, 100%.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is that. I liked 4. I never completed, like, I didn't do all the stuff and get all the ship stuff and beat the 4 legendary ships or whatever it was. I had a blast playing it, but I was at, like, the game came out when I was in my last semester of college. So I was like, I bought the game and was playing it, but I only had so much time I could put into it because you're also focusing on exams and projects and stuff.
Mhm.
And I'm wanting to go back to this world, and they have said, like, we are changing some things, like the hunting, because 3 introduced the hunting, 4 brought it in, and like they really made it for 4. They made it was okay. You want to get the better belts upgrades and stuff, so that way you could have where I think you could have like 4 fucking pistols on him, so he would shoot too quick, change a boom, and do stuff like that. To get that, you had to do the hunting. But the hunting, you couldn't just, if you saw a rabbit go by and or a fox and you wanted its pelt, you couldn't just pull out the pistol or shoot it or go stab it with the hidden blade or the cutlasses. It was, no, you had to go near it and do a quick time mini game of pressing a bunch of buttons. So they've changed it. So you can just kill the dang things, so then skin them for the pelt, which is nice because I don't have time to waste on this.
Yeah,
and like they are still keeping the sea shanties, and you get them the same way of exploring. So they are really keeping with the exploring on the islands as well as the underwater treasure and stuff. So it is great to see. And this is going to be the pirate game. We all, like, for those that didn't play it, this is the pirate game you wanted Skull and Bones to be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Because that was just yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I played the beta for it, and there's a
Me
reason
too.
why I played it for one day, and it was like, okay, this is no. Sea of Thieves has you beat. You guys can't do nothing. Just stop. You're drunk, Ubisoft. You're drunk. Like it is so.
July
Like early.
Release date, July 9th.
Yeah, July 9th.
And this isn't the only
I'll be right
remake
back.
they
Okay, I'll be right
No
back. Sorry.
that we have gotten confirmation from Ubisoft. This isn't the only remake coming. So they have another one in development. And you know what? I'm kind of like, you know what? Let's just keep with the remake train, because how they've done, like, because I've played very little of Origins. I've not played Odyssey. I went back to this. Syndicate is where I dropped off with the series. Like, I remember that game. I played it when that came out. I remember coming off the job I had, and it was like, you're working a 12-hour day, and by 13 hours by the time I got home. So I remember having it on my PS4, playing it, got to a mission that we were supposed to have checkpoints, failed part of the mission because it was trying to get the pure 100% synchro thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
synchro rate,
yeah, and the checkpoint doesn't work. And I saw it was a known bug. I remember just getting pissed off, ejecting the disc from my PS4, putting it in the case, going outside the room, the house I was living at the time, renting a room at, getting on the bus, going to GameStop and be like, here, trading it in and getting my like $25-$30 because the game had only been out for a couple weeks. Like, oh, you already finished it? I was like, no, synchro bug. And I explained, and they were like, oh. And I was like, yeah, no, I'm done with the series. And then I only bought Valhalla because I was like, okay, Vikings. And because it was coming out with the PS5, I had bought the PS5. And the PS5's launch was, you had the Astro Playroom built in. You had Spider-Man Miles Morales and Demon Souls. I didn't pick up Demon Souls right away. I did that later. And I got Assassin's Creed Valhalla because you could buy the PS4, buy it digitally, get the PS4, PS5. Played it on the PS4 version because my PS5, I got it the day after release. Mine shipped and got to me. And I remember installing and setting it up there, and I'm like, oh, this looks great and runs way better on the PS5. But as I played a couple hours in, I was like, okay, yeah, no, I don't like this RPG style. And then as you could just tell they didn't care. And then when you beat the inanimate story and then you go back, what they tried to do to the modern plot, and they just half-ass going back to the ending of 3's modern day plot. I'm like, you guys don't know what you're doing. You can abandon at this point, abandon the modern day plot because nobody cares. And that's spoiler alert, they pretty much do that for Shadows. The modern day plot does not exist. And it's like, just go back, make us classic style Assassin's Creed games, if you know what, you want to go to the remakes. I still say remake 1 to show people where the series started. And then you do 2. But yeah, 2 is the one. If you get 2 right, you will sell 10 million copies easily.
Oh yeah,
very quickly.
Yeah. I'd say also, just to go off of that, at this point, the franchise just needs a soft reboot. And I think that's what they're trying to do. I wouldn't be surprised if this is what they're slowly trying to do. It's like they're trying to soft reboot and just be either what if takes on like history, is given that all of them take place in certain periods of time. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to find a better, more modern story down the road to tie everything together. Like, I think that's what the series needs. Like, sure, remake the old games. Let us have some fun nostalgia, and let's introduce a new generation to Altair, to Ezio, and maybe Connor, if you want to remake Assassin's Creed 3, probably. I wouldn't get mad about that. I wouldn't mind that game being better than what it was.
True.
I could see that.
Yes, but overall, it's like, yeah, inevitably, I feel like, yeah, they're just going to soft reboot this and tell a new story. So I feel like that's what it needs, especially because after Desmond, you don't know what you're doing. So
yeah.
But just to say, Burley, if you do get the game, you're going to be how I experienced the game. So you're a lone wolf on that one for the review.
Yeah. Well, you never know. Ubisoft could sponsor us and give us a couple review codes.
I will say good things. I can be both.
Well, Merple can be bought.
Yeah.
Merple can be pressured into playing it.
Buy me PS5, then I'll be pressured.
That's his reason he wants a PS5 besides Wolverine.
Give me a PS5. Give me a PS5 and you'll buy me for whatever you want. You want me to say it's a great game? I'll say it's a great game.
Right.
Give me PS5.
Looking if there's bundles right now.
Some people are bought with drinks. Smurple is bought with the PlayStation 5.
And chicken and dino nuggies.
And I know with Kirok, if we can get him to play it, we just have to hold on to him and focus on him, and the Kirok effect will be broken.
Wait, for Black Flag, right?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because I just took Expedition 33 off my wish list.
Did you bought it?
No, I took it off my wish list. I'm not
Because you bought it. It's not on your list. Because you don't know.
Fubu's gonna reach through the camera and choke me right now.
Listen here, you little shit. We're gonna have issues here.
Find out with episode 7. Did Kirok?
So anyway, guys, I bought this awesome collector's edition of Expedition 33. Totally not forced at all. It's just you pans to the right. It's Kirok with a gun pointed at him, being like, "Yeah, you keep saying that shit."
No,
Okay,
No,
bye. And
Not a
then
gun with the baguette to the back of his head.
Did I
yeah.
do okay? Off camera.
We, Monsieur, or
Kirok,
some shit.
blink slowly if you are in danger.
Oh.
No, but you really need to play Expedition. It's really good, man. You believe when I'm telling you this, I don't rave that much, but there's things that are mandatory, and the Expedition is mandatory.
I don't
I'm-
rave that much.
Not much today, but before he did.
Yeah.
So much to play. I already quit my job. What else do I have to do?
You have
Fubu, I'll
to
send
do-
you the list after this episode.
What you need to do is get a job where you can game at. That's the secret. That's the
I
secret.
like.
All right. I think that's enough for the topics.
Yeah.
I am going to be recording the Fatal Frame 2 remake review. I've just had a lot of other videos that have been that I've had to do for my own channel, as well as some other personal stuff that's come up. So we will get you that video, guys. But we also still have Kirok's watch list, the We Do watch list, and soon enough we're going to be here in May. So soon enough we're going to get the PS Plus, the essential tier. So
Yeah, I was looking at the calendar. So I'm thinking that the games are going to come out on the 5th. So I'm thinking that.
Oh, hey, my birthday.
Hey, yes.
Nice.
Yeah. And like I was saying, I'm thinking that we will release that on the 5th. We might release the essential tier. And the good news is I finally am able to provide you guys with the Platinator video. We're going to start with the very big Mama Jamma, which is Persona 5 Royale. I already finished this one. I just need to edit everything. I have to see because it's something weird happened, which I have the trophies, right? But at the time that I was playing, getting the last few trophies, there was some sort of issue with PSN. I don't exactly know what happened, but I couldn't record the last trophies popping. So I want to figure a way to work around that. So I don't, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. So probably I'm going to go through, because my process is I get all of the clips, put them together in one go, and it's done. Because of this one, I might do differently, and I might go each trophy. I'm still studying that. But just to say that from May onwards, I'm 2 times a week, not 2 times a week, two times a month, because I don't want to hog all of the days. Of course, this is a community effort here. I don't want to hog all the days. So I'm thinking that first week we do the PlayStation Plus, second week a Platinator video, third week PlayStation Plus, fourth week. So that gives me enough time if I get a big game that is giving me problems or I have to play it several times. I don't have to play it in a hurry with pressure because I have a deadline. So I'm thinking this, but yeah, I'm hoping that
Ship it when it's ready.
shipped it when it's ready. Exactly. I'm thinking on the 12th of May, but that's something that we'll figure out because I don't know what other people have to post. I'm thinking on the 12th of May. It's going to be the premiere of the Platinator video.
Nice.
So we are getting more and more content slowly, but we are getting more and more content for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
also, I'd say it's a pretty safe bet. Expect also a Pragmata review eventually when most of us have beaten it. I have time this weekend, so I will.
Nice.
And Mouse PI for Hire. That one will definitely make a video. And I know Merple said he was going to do this. He's going to do the Kiln review, and he's also going to have the gameplay and then show him taking the clay and make it his own face. While we might make one for Kiln just because it is a unique little multiplayer game. So
yeah,
there are some videos coming. It just takes time.
It takes time. There's all kinds of stuff we're posting. So
exactly.
All right.
I think that'll do it for episode 6. We thank you all so much. And if you like the videos, please hit that thumbs up. It really does help the videos get out there. And I would love to hear from you in the comment section. We will respond as we see comments come in. As well as if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you get notified when our new content drops.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
All right, guys. Take it easy.
See you on the next.
Bye.
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 Bye.